Plus One, Episode 3. Hello.
What's up?
Greetings. Salutation. Oh, man. Welcome, everybody, to Plus One, the #1 guest talk show on my block.
We're not doing Lakewood no more?
Just on my block.
Okay.
Just on my block. I am your host, Mr. Tiger Adinaldo, and with me, as always, is the GOAT co-host, Mr. Pun Fu Panda. Pun, how are you, sir?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's good.
And as you can see right next to him, in honor of Black History Month, our first guest of the month, Mr. Dexitron. How are you, sir?
I'm excellent, man. I'm feeling good.
That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. Good to have you back.
Hey, it's good to be back.
Right. I've been trying to get you back for a while.
You have. You have me feel. Hey, you roll out the red carpet though. I've been feeling like somebody when I'm on the show.
You've been busy though, but in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way. We'll talk about that when once we get into said show.
Yep.
Oh man. Interesting times.
Yeah.
I feel like our opening music is such a far departure from like now that we have pre-show music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like Cyberpunk or fucking oh, what the fuck? Why can't I think of the name of the movie?
Tron?
No.
Johnny Mnemonic.
No. Harrison Ford, and then the new one is
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Ah.
I don't know why I couldn't think of that name. It's like it has a Blade Runner feel to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we, obviously we start the show with straight hip hop. Just straight beats.
Right?
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
I'm not mad at it. I dig it. Oh, man, we got a heck of a show here. We got a heck of a show today, man. Some things been popping off. Some artists been saying some shit they shouldn't have said. And things on social media ain't what they supposed to be. Or maybe they are what they're supposed to be. Who knows? But before we get into that, Mr. Pun Fu.
Yep.
Why don't you tell the people how they can reach out to you, sir?
On Instagram and Snapchat at PunFuPanda, and on Facebook, Pun Capasso.
And Dexitron, how can they reach you?
All right. Well, when I'm on social media, you can just hit me at JW Reed Instagram. That's it. That's it.
Bet. And if you want to reach me, you can reach out to me at Tiger39. That's THAIGER 39. And you can reach me on Instagram, Facebook, the usual suspects, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter. As a matter of fact, anywhere that the media is of a social variety,
And where there's a handle.
you can reach me at Tiger39. If you want to catch past episodes of the show, just go to youtube.com/Tiger39. They're all there. If you want to listen to us in audio form after the fact, just go to your favorite podcast and stream platform of choice and just search 2 Endangered Mammals. We'll be the only 2 that show up.
Yep.
Unless some other ones are trying to come into the mix. Cody Kenneth just liked the stream. Let's blow it up for Cody. Pun, do you know who we have in the chat so far, sir?
Gons.
Oh, we got Gonzo in there?
Yep. Josh Land.
Oh, Josh Land is in here. Wait, didn't Josh say he had kids? Just in case.
Okay. Herbie Munoz.
Oh, Herb
one.
one.
Yep. And Ashley Hamburg.
Oh, Ashley Hamburg's old fine ass up in here. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
Oh, Hamburg's old fine ass. Also, we got Dexitron in here.
Oh, yeah. Dex is here, so.
He's here. Yeah. He's here, so shout out to him for sure.
Yep. That's all I'm seeing on.
That's all you're seeing right now. That's fine.
On mine, I don't, unless it's acting up or something again.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
To be honest, I don't think it is. I think we're okay. I think. Whoa, wait a minute. My shit's turned up.
Oh,
It's turned.
Josh said 6 of them crumb snatching MFs.
Oh, he's got. Oh, okay.
Dang.
Damn.
He indeed has kids.
Okay. Well, now that we know.
Yeah.
Now that we know. Also, really quick, over on Instagram, we got the esthetician.
Oh.
Lady Wonder. We got my little brother, Afro guy.
Oh, what up?
And I think that's it. Oh, and Herb One is also
Okay.
he's also in the chat over there on Instagram.
Ashley also said happy Thursday.
Oh, happy Thursday to you,
Yep.
Ashley.
Mhm.
Hey, girl. How you doing? Josh said go. He said, I got a tribe.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with having a
No,
tribe.
no.
Nothing wrong with having a tribe. I don't plan on having a tribe ever. I don't even plan on starting a tribe. Like I ain't getting involved.
He does.
I'm gonna just sip my water and mind my business. I ain't got nothing to do with me, sir. Nothing to do with me. How many you got, Dex? How many you got?
I got 2.
2. All girls, right?
2 girls, 11 and 14. Yeah, they're
Oh
growing.
man.
One of them talking about driving.
Oh,
Seriously?
Yeah.
Man, you got nice shit. You can't just be teaching. You can't just be teaching them how to drive in like the Cadillac. You can't.
Hey, the Cadillac is hers.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's
Yeah,
hers now?
It's gonna, well, when she get,
Yeah, once she can drive it.
yeah, she
Oh,
she getting the caddy.
Okay.
So
Oh man.
that's not what my first car was. I had a 1988 Volkswagen Golf.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Mine
What was your first car, Pun?
92 Ford Tempo.
Whoa.
That thing was a tank.
Yeah,
I didn't get stuck in shit.
I would rather have the Golf.
I would imagine like you never got stuck anywhere.
Snow, nothing.
Just rain, sleet, snow. You was just going through
Like
it.
if
like
I
it
still
wasn't
if I
nothing.
still had it, I would have been stuck that Tuesday when I couldn't get here. That first snow we had.
Oh yeah.
That thing would have plowed right through it.
Oh yeah, there was one day that he couldn't get to us
The first snow.
because of that first snow because it came down
And
heavy.
it was only because they don't plow our side streets in
Oh
Cleveland.
really?
Yeah.
Oh okay.
They do all the primary first.
Yeah,
So all
yeah.
the side streets are secondary.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
So unless like it's like there's a person on your street for like medical reasons
yeah.
that an ambulance would have to get down, side streets don't get touched for like
Yeah.
2 days.
That's kind of a bummer.
Yeah. So like not this past snow, but like the one before, me and our neighbors were out there with snow plows and shovels just shoveling the street so we could get down it.
Oh shit.
Dag.
Because we weren't going away for the snow plow. You know what I mean? Like,
just
Yeah.
to make it down the street.
yeah.
Let me plug in my iPad so it doesn't die and I can still switch the.
Oh, Bozak's.
Oh, Bozak is in the chat.
What up, Brittany?
Rumor has it there's now another Bozak.
Yep.
There's now
There is.
officially
Yeah.
another Bozak in the Bozak household.
Sure
so
is.
Let's blow it up for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, how's your week been?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Mr. No, I was talking
okay.
to you.
Oh, okay.
I was talking to you,
All right.
but I was about to switch
okay.
it over.
Yeah.
To,
Okay.
Mr. Dex, how has your week been? Matter of fact, how has your months been? Like I haven't seen I haven't seen you since the last time you were on the show.
Yeah, so I was we was talking before, we went live, prime time. I've been feeling like I'm semi-retired.
Really?
Yeah, because ever since my birthday last year, which is November 30th, it was Christmas to me.
Really quick, shout out to Lord Styles in the chat. He's a new dad now. Okay. So he's a dad now.
And Britt said, thanks, guys.
Oh, you're
You're
very
very
welcome. Please, Dex, continue.
Yes.
Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's all good. Yeah, so, because I'm self-employed and I've kind of done a couple things to kind of give me that freedom,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not rich at all or anything like that. I just was able to just do some things. I've pretty much been like just semi-retired ever since the beginning of December.
Really?
Yeah. I just got back from Vegas. I went with Vegas. I actually went with this funny story. One of my clients that I do marketing for, he has a foreign exchange currency company.
Social media marketing, right?
No, not well.
Oh, just regular marketing?
Yeah, social media marketing is part of it, but just regular marketing.
Gotcha.
And I mainly do a lot of consulting.
Okay.
For him, but I'm in contract with him, and I was like, hey man, I'm about to go to Vegas with my brothers. He was like, oh for real, I haven't been, and he's in Denver. He said, I haven't been in a while. I was like, you want to go?
and he just went.
He just went.
I mean,
And we kicked it in Vegas, and it just was like, even though we have a professional relationship, he is a dope dude, and he just decided to go, and then it just made it, even a deeper connection with a client.
Yeah.
So like he's talking about, I'm about to use you for everything I do.
Oh shit.
So, so like, yeah, just because of that, I've been able just to like kind of kick back and, just lay low. But it's about time to turn up, so
Definitely.
yeah.
I'm just making sure that the audio is synced up on Instagram really quick.
No, that's good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we're good.
You gotta do that QC, that quality control.
Yeah, yeah. Gotta make sure everything's copacetic.
Yeah.
As they say in the industry.
Copacetic.
I don't know if they say that in the industry, but
They do now.
it sound good.
Well, you in the industry.
Yeah, so
and you saying it.
Yeah.
There it is.
I
There it is.
mean, when in Rome.
Right. I've been to Rome. It's pretty fun.
Is it?
It's pretty fun. Yeah, man. It's going to Rome makes you realize just how hard motherfuckers had it back in the day.
Oh man.
Especially when you go to them Colosseums and shit where they had to fight. It's like, fuck, dude. Like you see that stuff in the movies,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh no, they actually set tigers loose on these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, I know it's fiction,
Right.
but I've been watching Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. A lot of that stuff, other than the magic,
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff is based on like historical type things that happen.
Yeah, and
You
I
know
was
what
like,
mean?
I'm so glad I lived in the time I lived,
Yeah.
because it was rough back then.
Listen, bro, I'm not designed for anything that happened in the past. I'm not designed for
Yeah.
it. I wasn't designed for medieval times. I wasn't designed for slavery. I wasn't designed for none of that, man. Like I am not. Listen, I'm a tough guy. I can fight, but you would start involving swords,
I
and
feel
I am not the one.
I feel you. I don't even think I was designed for the 70s.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm glad I was born in the 80s. I don't even. I be thinking like that's what y'all had back.
Yeah.
That's what was going on. Like
All the
yeah.
weird oranges and off yellows, and like, all the weird color palettes, and man,
Yeah, it was very interesting during that time. I watch a lot of documentaries, and I'm like, shit, what the fuck were y'all wearing? Like,
Yeah.
what were y'all
Yeah.
doing? Plus, medically, like,
But
you get sick, it's a wrap.
I know.
Like, there was a time if you caught a cold, it was
yeah,
curtains.
yeah.
It was just straight up curtains. Oh shit, Jonathan
Yeah,
Boyer's
John
in the
Boyer
chat.
just popped up.
What up, fam? How you doing?
What up?
Yeah, man, there was a time where chicken pox would just take you out.
Yeah.
Measles, you were done for. Like it was
Scarlet
just,
fever,
curtains.
whatever the
Yeah.
hell that was.
You twist your ankle, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like they would just kill you. Like you're no good to us anymore.
let's just chop it off.
Yeah, you're no good to us anymore. We got to kill you.
But
We
that,
got to take you out of here.
The one dude from 300, remember the one that gets sent back because he loses his
yeah,
eye?
yeah.
It's like, oh, God bless me with another one.
I got a second one. I'm good. I'm good. And it was the hunchback that sold them out. That
Yep.
son of a
I know.
bitch. They should have had some
should've
equality.
Yeah,
man. That's one of the biggest arguments for equality there is.
Yeah.
Treat everybody well. Because
Yeah.
listen, that hunchback might, give away trade secrets,
I know.
right? And then you're fucked.
Yeah.
And then you're fucked. Literally. They turned down help from the farmers and shit. They're like, y'all a bunch of farmers.
Yeah.
I mean, they just could have been bodies that got stabbed up, so y'all didn't get stabbed up. I'd have been like, yeah, come on. Go ahead, be out on the
Like just from reading like historically about like especially the Spartans.
Yeah.
Like I think with like like not getting help from like the farmers or whatever, even though they would be extra bodies.
Yeah.
But it was like when you were that designed
To
to
fight,
fight,
yeah.
and like you have your own pattern, I would think you're just not going to let some random people,
True. True.
Like they
My-
get
and if it
in.
wasn't for the hunchback, that shit was working.
Yeah, that shit. They would still be fighting right now.
Probably. You know what I mean? Because they had the right thing.
Yeah, to this
Get a
day, they
small
would
group,
still be scrapping.
and you just block that path because then their numbers don't mean nothing. It was working.
Them motherfuckers was killing giant elephants and
Right?
shit.
They were-
Which makes sense to me because, like, think about this. If you've never seen an elephant, right?
Yeah.
And then you see one.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck
is
is
this?
that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you've never seen a rhinoceros and then you see one,
Charging you.
you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
I still say that when I see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Because I got that membership at the zoo. You
Yeah,
know what
okay.
I'm saying?
Yep.
I love going to the zoo.
Yeah.
And when I see the elephants and the rhinos, I'm like, Like, how did
Where
that
did
get
this
made?
come from?
Yeah, it's like weird. Like,
You're like, what the fuck is happening right now?
yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine like something that you've never seen before, and then all of a sudden seeing it, like a giraffe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, could you imagine the first time, especially during that time? Like now we have internet, you kind of know what to expect. You know what I mean? When somebody says, dude, they got elephants, you can go, you know what I mean? Like if somebody's like, hey, don't go to that dude's house, he's got a fucking Argentinian Mastiff. I can go on Google, look up Argentinian Mastiff.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a giant white pit bull. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good. I know what to expect. I know what I'm walking into. But imagine not having that and somebody being like, not even an Argentinian Mastiff.
Yeah.
And then you go to their house and you see this gigantic white dog and you're like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell am I looking at right now?
Well, you know I die.
Yeah, you don't like dogs. You're not a fan. You're not a fan of dogs at all.
So here's the thing. I am a fan of dogs.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a fan of dogs that belong to humans, certain humans.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I feel like people treat dogs like people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not everyone.
Yeah.
But the majority of people.
Majority of people that have dogs do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And their dogs have bad behavior, but to a dog person, it's cute.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
like if I come
Yeah.
over someone's house and your dog running and jumping on me and you say, oh, he's happy.
Yeah.
No.
My kid,
yeah,
my kid
no.
couldn't do that to you.
He's anxious.
Right? Yeah.
He's anxious. is
yeah,
what he is.
exactly. So, you know, and I've been over people's
Oh,
house.
wait. Hold on really quick. My mom is in the chat.
Oh, what up, Mom?
Holla.
Also, my sister Patrice is in the chat.
What up, Patrice?
Scotty Cash is in the chat.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
He said giraffes are
assholes.
Oh, man. And Brianna Alyssa is in the chat. And it looks as though she is of the mom variety. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. And it's anxious behavior because dogs by nature are pack animals. So they need a pack leader.
Yeah.
I always tell people, like, when I tell them how I am with my dog, like, I tell them, my dog's not allowed to lick me in the face. He's not allowed to put his paws up on me unless I call him up. He's not allowed in my bed.
Yeah.
He's not allowed in my bedroom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not allowed in this room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he knows it. He'll try to sneak in because that's what, you know what I mean? He'll try to push the boundaries, but
He was succeeding.
oh my
he
God.
was succeeding
Oh,
Tuesday.
man, he was getting up in here. Not all the way in,
But-
but and then eventually he would just lay down right
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a lot of things he's not allowed to do. And people, and a lot of people are like, oh my God, that's so cruel. And I'm like, no, mentally it's better for the dog.
Yeah.
The dog needs a pack leader.
Yeah.
He doesn't need somebody to feed him truffles and talk cute
Or-
to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and one of the funny things to me is just like you mentioned, like when dogs are like jumping up on people and stuff, when it's a small dog, people are like, oh my God, that's so cute. But if my dog were to do that,
Oh, Jesus.
they'd be, oh, you got to put him down. He's,
Yeah.
he's misbe, you know what I
Right?
mean? He's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
well trained.
Yeah.
It's such a weird thing. I never treat my dog like a person.
Yeah.
Talk to him like a person every now and again, but I definitely, it's not like, I'm not cuddling with him. Like, I'm not doing none of that. Like, I'm not treating him like an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I pet my dog. I
your-
give
well,
my
yeah.
dog treats
Yeah.
and stuff like that. We go on walks and whatnot.
Your dog's got it better than
Right.
some humans.
Got a whole ass bedroom and shit.
Right? Got his own bedroom, TV.
Right. But I definitely don't treat him like a person.
Yeah.
To me, to me, just, again, the bubble that is my life, that's a mistake. It's a
Yeah.
mistake waiting to happen. And then you have people that do that, and then they get these big ass dogs. I got a friend that's got a giant German Shepherd, and she doesn't know what the fuck to do. And then
Yeah.
she just fucked around and bought another one.
Yeah.
Like bought another puppy, and I'm like, dude.
So I don't trust people.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should,
Really.
and you
Yeah.
shouldn't. You shouldn't.
And I've had too many bad experiences. So now it's to the point where like I'm jaded.
Okay.
So
okay.
if I were to buy a dog and I would have the dog from a puppy, I would love it. I would not be afraid of it. But I'm afraid of other people's dogs. So
Because you don't. I mean, honestly, you don't know where their head is at.
yeah, because there's been a couple weird stories. I mean, weird like scenarios that happen. So
My mom said, "I know a dog I cuddle with." My mom got like 6 dogs, bro. She's got 6 of these. Like, what are they? Shih Tzus or there's something Pomeranian, something. They're little dogs. I always dog sit for them when they go out of town.
They're wild,
I
too.
took Pun over there one
Man,
time. Pun had a blast,
in a
though.
good way.
Yeah,
Like
Pun
they're
was
wild
loving
in a
it.
good way. Like they There's a leader.
Yeah, there's a leader.
And she gets him going. And then it was funny. Like, she got him going, and then she just, like, walked away. And then the rest of them were still, like, amped up. And she's over there doing her own thing.
Just doing her thing. What just happened? Oh, Coco just liked the stream, which means that one half of the Dobamas is here.
What up, Coco? Gregory.
Also, Gregory is in the chat. Oh, my mom said I know dogs that I cuddle with. Not my dog. I don't cuddle with no dogs. So when I go to her house, I will sit down and like let them sit on my lap and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't cuddling with no dogs.
I mean, I'm not expecting people to like be cold-blooded to the animals.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah, no.
But you got to be a pack leader.
You are the pack leader, and it's like not everyone likes dogs.
Right.
So if I'm walking down the street and your dog wants to come sniff me, you're like, oh, he just wants to. No. Like,
Yeah, no.
I don't.
Nah, fam.
I don't want your dog around me. You know,
At all.
At all.
At all.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that. Definitely not. That's not the move. Yeah. Especially like, again, people always tend to be like, no, he's fine, and like I'm recognizing the behavior as anxious behavior.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the things that your dog is doing. A lot of people don't even know when your dog is putting their paws up on you. A lot of times that's a sign of dominance. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And them just rolling up and licking your face, it's a sign of dominance.
Yeah.
Like they're not, they're happy to see you, but at the same time, if they were in a pack, they wouldn't just be rolling up, licking the pack leader's face.
Yeah.
They would,
they'd
you know what I mean?
Like, oh, shit.
I'm gonna tell you what ruined it for people. I'm gonna tell you what ruined people.
My mom said, the girl, remember? The one with the curly hair? Yeah. There was this girl with curly hair that, we'll get into that later. I snuck her in the house, but we'll get into that later.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Snap.
Yeah, it's a hilarious story though. Like I wasn't doing anything with her.
Yeah.
This is such a funny story. So I went to a dance, and then after the dance, man, why can't I remember this chick's name? I feel like it was Jessica or something like that, because she had a sister named Jenny that I was actually like kind of talking to.
Yeah.
So she didn't have a ride home. The buses weren't running yet. So I was like, all right, you can come by my crib and just chill downstairs, right? Because our whole downstairs was a TV room. And we had like one of those sectional couches that looked like a giant bed, right? So it just took up pretty much the whole room. Cool. So I was like, yo, go downstairs, turn on the TV, just, lay down and chill. Like, it's cool, just chill. So our townhouse was like 1, 2, 3, like 3 or 4 floors. My bedroom's all the way up top. So I go to my room. Now it's like 5, 6 in the morning, right? My sisters come in the room, waking me up. Yo, get up, get up, get up. There's somebody hiding downstairs. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, no, there's not. I'm thinking she's out in the main room, like chilling on the couch thing, right?
Yeah.
Nah. Let me tell you what this idiot did.
Oh, boy.
So she heard people walking around and then decided to get up, go in the back laundry room and hide under, like, those utility sinks? We had one of those. So it was like the washer, dryer, and then the utility sink.
Yep.
She or dryer, washer, utility sink. She hides under that. Or like to the side of it. So then my mom goes in the room and like she's, putting stuff in the washer, looks over, and all she sees is this chick's curly hair. So she's like, what the fuck? And comes running. Running out, grabs my sisters, right? And so they're coming up, waking me up. And I'm like, yo, that's fine. I want to say her name was Jessica or something. I'm like, yo, it's all good. Yo, it's Jessica. She's just sleeping. They're like, no, somebody's hiding by the sink. And I was like, what?
So funny.
So then I go down there and I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? I don't say it like that because, but I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like, get up, go out there and sit down.
You made it weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Like you literally made it weird at that point. Oh shit. Maggie Perry is in the chat and she's a mom. She is a mom. She's also she's an awesome human being too. My sister said, that's nasty. I never allow any dog to lick my face. Yeah, facts. Yeah. Facts. You don't be letting, like, here's the thing. There are times, like if I'm playing with my dog, yeah, he might catch a lick on the cheek or something like that. Mm-hmm. Oh, what do we got? Oh, Maggie just liked the stream. We appreciate you, Maggie. There might be a time where he'll catch a lick to the cheek, something like that. But nah, my dog doesn't just roll up to me and start licking my face. As a matter of fact, it's to the point now that even if you're like trying to kiss him or whatever, you're petting him, he'll give you like 1 lick, maybe 2, but he's not going to sit there like just licking your face. It's because that's not how we do. It's not the way.
Well, the other one that I've witnessed is people letting cats on their counters in the kitchen.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
that. That's
fuck
disgusting.
that.
I've seen that a lot. I'm like, please don't give me no food. from
I am
your
not the one.
refrigerator.
Another one things that people don't realize about cats, people think it's cute when they're like rubbing their face on them. I'm like, they're marking their territory. They're like they're marking their scent on you.
Yeah.
They own you right now.
Yeah.
Right?
They're taking ownership.
Andrew Mentz is in the chat.
Oh, is he? Oh, hold on. He's there. Dex, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
And you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but it's something we were talking about on the last show. And Patrice, answer this question too. Coco, you can answer this too. I know my mom's answer to this already. So last time on the show, we were talking about like, do people like it's okay? Like, so there's times I'm sick of my dog. I'm like, fuck this dog. I don't want to be around him. I'll take him out, let him do his thing, and I'll be like, dude, go ahead and go in your room. And then I'll take just, an hour to myself and just chill. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it's okay to be sick of your dog, just like it's okay to be sick of your kids. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you need an hour away.
Oh, yeah.
Especially you are in an actual family household. You know, both you and your wife are there. So like, it's okay. Like it's okay for her to be like, listen,
Yeah.
these are your kids right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to a spa. I'm gonna be gone for a couple hours, and it's the same for you.
No,
it's okay for you to, you know what I mean? And so I had said that, and I had said that around some friends, and some people were like, "Oh, that's horrible. Like you should never be sick of your kids." I'm like, "Yo, it is okay. It is okay to be sick of your kids, man."
It is. That's why I went to Vegas, because I was sick of all of them. You know, and here's the thing: like my wife gets sick of me too, and my kids get sick of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Kids are human beings.
Yeah,
kids are definitely human beings.
But yeah.
Patrice said that's why I don't eat food from everybody's. That's why I don't eat food from everybody. Cats are nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They be spraying too. People don't know that.
Oh yeah. Josh said if you have never as a parent said fuck them kids,
Yeah.
you do not spend enough time with them.
Especially like, look, I know there's different stages that kids go through.
Right.
Yep.
My kids are in this weird stage where like they're just gangster. You know what I'm saying? They intelligent. They can search on the internet.
Yeah,
They can strategize. They can communicate. They got cell phone. They can communicate. They're a united front.
They can team up on
They
you.
can team up. They can do psychological warfare on us.
Oh,
there's,
man.
there's so
Oh,
much
man.
difference. There's so much. I mean, kids are my daughter's 14, and then because she's 14 and they're so close, in like just not in age, but just like as siblings. My 11-year-old is not really 11.
Oh,
because she's the 14-year-old is like sharing everything that she's learning, and so I mean it's just
so
like,
your 11-year-old is 11 going on 15.
Yeah.
Coco said truth.
Yeah. So sometimes I'll be having to get real with them.
And especially like nowadays, like you can't even really send them outside. You know what I mean? Like I know my mom has gotten sick of us because my mom will be like, y'all go play outside. Like go outside.
Yeah.
Like get the fuck out of my house. Go outside. Don't come back until the street lights come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was her way of being like, I need some me time. This is my time right now. I'm gonna watch these soap operas. I'm gonna watch Jerry Springer and just chill.
I feel because and you got sisters, so she had both, but because I didn't have sons, it's like weird. Like I always had this weird fear. Like when I was a kid, I was like all over the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I was in people's houses that my parents didn't know. Like it was like different back then.
Right.
But for some reason, I just had this fear of just like child trafficking, kidnapping. Like no, for real. Like I just so like I was always super protected. Like where my kids were, and
I mean that's a real thing now.
Yeah. So it's just like I kind of like it's like I want them around me.
Yeah.
But then I don't want them around me. Like, go to the basement. Stay in the house.
You want them around, but you don't want them around.
Yeah. But my kids are gamers.
See, that's beautiful.
And my kids play sports.
That's cool.
Even
So
more.
so like before I came here, me and my daughter were at the rec playing 1-on-1. And we play game.
Who won?
Oh, well, she always wins.
She whooped that ass. He stuttered too much.
Yeah, I don't want to I wanted to feel like motivated and stuff.
Right.
So
really quick, shout out to Mindy. She's in the chat. I know you saw it, Pun, but I know you didn't know that you didn't know her. Didn't know she was a mom. Please continue, sir. My sister said keep them busy so they fall asleep fast.
Oh no, yeah. No.
My sister's kids are whole ass adults now, though. Like they done came and visited. Like they done came out here just to hang out and stuff. Like I went to clubs with them last time we were in DC. Yeah, like they're whole ass adults with kids. So yeah, but yeah, keep them busy. Got to keep them busy.
You got to keep them busy. Yeah, and I think too, like with the kids, it's good to like I think like it's in order to be an effective parent, you have to like kind of sometimes get that space.
Really quick, not to cut you off. Lord Stiles said, I work at a foster care facility, and when these kids are tripping, all I think is, fuck them kids. He goes, we have a few clients that yell it while we are in restraints.
Hey, don't places is a whole other story.
Oh,
man.
yeah, that's a whole other thing.
My aunt used to work at one.
Oh, really?
She told me stories. It's like,
shit.
Them ain't kids.
You've seen some things.
Them ain't kids.
7.5 is,
7.5,
7.5 is in the chat. It's JT. Josh said, no doubt, man. Girl dads, 4 daughters here.
Yeah,
and
man.
gamer life. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Girl dads are the new thing.
Girl dads,
that's
I'm
the new
telling
wave.
you, girl dads are dope. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they getting a little bit of dude, right? Because you can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Like if in order for me to have a relationship with my daughters, they gotta have like a little like dude in them, so to speak.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But then you don't want them to be girly and stuff like that. But really, the big thing for me is I'm like grooming them for like the type of dude they're gonna bring.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I had a conversation with my 14-year-old, and she said something that blew my mind. I said, I got some criteria. Let's start talking about the criteria about who you gonna bring around the next couple of years. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I was like, I got some criteria. If they don't match the criteria, don't even bring them. She said, Dad, I already got my own criteria before your criteria. I was like, okay,
There you
that's
go.
what I
There
want.
it is.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There it is.
And I said, number one thing, and this is not even the most important thing, but this is the thing that ain't gonna let them in the house. If they shake my hand and they give me a limp ass fish,
It's a wrap.
and they don't look me in the eye,
Yep.
Curtains.
hey, you gotta go.
Curtains.
You gotta go.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Right at that point, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Because that means somebody hasn't taught them how to shake hands.
Yeah.
Or
You know what I mean?
It also
or
means
somebody tried and they just didn't care.
well, not
Yeah.
even that. Like to me, that's a sign of respect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
That's
like
what I'm saying.
if you're not respectful in that sense, you
Yeah.
might not be respectful in other aspects
Yeah,
either.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
mean. Like
okay.
somebody taught them and they just blew it off. Like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Or somebody hasn't taught them respect. Somebody, like you should always, doesn't matter who you're. I remember I had an ex-girlfriend that used to like give people firm ass handshakes, like full eye contact, the whole shebang, and it used to throw people off. Right, because like in our circle, we're all huggers. You know what I mean? Like we hug each other. Obviously, with everything going on now, not as much, but yeah, we're huggers. So she used to roll up, and I would introduce her, and she would literally stand up, do the one hand over the other arm, and like hit him with the handshake,
dang.
and they would look at me like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "Shit, shake her hand." Don't look at me. I don't want my ass kicked. Shake her fucking hand. But yeah, I got friends that. I won't mention. I'm not gonna put them on blast, but I got some friends that just give the worst handshakes, man. It pains me to shake their hand. Like I'm like, don't even dap me up.
Yeah.
Like don't even like if you shake my hand and you leave like the little
Give me a
bit of this,
fingertip.
the fingertips. Like I'm not about to kiss your ring, man. Like, that's not what we doing here, man. I'm not.
That and like. The thing that irritates me the most about that is when people still give you the left hand. And then they don't know why.
And
it's like
I just smack it down.
yeah, that's what I'm like. Or I'll tell them, be like, other hand. Unless like you're in a cast or something that's different.
If you're in a cast, that's one thing, but I definitely tell people.
Like if you just go to
other
lead
hand.
with your left hand, like what?
Really quick, Mr. Peppy No Neck is in the chat.
What's up, Pops?
Although he didn't inform us that he's watching. Let me see if he informed us on Instagram.
We turn over. Oh no, there he is.
There he is. Pep is in the house and he's watching. There it is.
With the little house emoji.
Also, Dima, my man Dima is in the chat. Let's blow it up and hit up.
Dima?
Man, I love how y'all showing all this love to the viewers.
That's what we do, man. That's what we do.
That's
The whole
dope.
honestly, the whole first like quarter of the show is just shout outs.
Yeah.
Once people get into the chat, especially if we know them, especially return people that like are active in the chat. There are people that come into the chat that don't really do anything. And a lot of times, especially on Twitch, like they'll come in, they're lurkers. They don't want shout outs. They just want to watch the show. So I leave them alone. Most of the time when we're shouting out people, it's people that we know. You know what I mean? Like we're obviously there are new people and we'll give them a quick shout out, but we don't make a whole big hoopla about it because until we figure out like, do they want the fanfare? Do they not want the fanfare? So yeah, but yeah, we definitely shout people out for sure. Absolutely.
No, that's dope.
The left hand thing is a weird one.
It is.
Because I always tell people, I'm like, yo, I don't accept left hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're adamant about giving me a left hand, to me, that means that we are not cool like that.
Yeah.
So we don't even need to shake hands.
Yeah, and it's okay.
And
Just
and
keep
I tell
moving.
people, I'm like, yo, watch how I move. If you see me give someone a left hand, you know exactly where they stand with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's no it's kind of like I don't use the B word. I don't call women the B word, right?
Yeah.
Like when I'm like if we get in an argument or whatever, I don't do it. If I ever do it, she knows exactly where she fucking stands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She knows that I'm not happy. She did something at some point to push me to that point. If I were to use it all the time, then I'd say it and she'd try to figure out where the fuck she knows me from or where, you know what I mean? Like where we're going to eat that day. So yeah, it's the same thing, man. If I always give you a right hand, then if there ever comes a day where you get a left hand, then you know, oh shit, I need to either figure out A, a way to apologize, B, leave him the fuck alone.
Yeah.
C, knuckle up, or you know what I'm saying? Like there's some figuring to do. But it's weird people get offended when people tend to get offended when you command respect. And I feel like a lot of times it's because they feel like you're beneath them in some way. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you tell somebody, hey man, that's a left hand. I don't take left hands. It's a sign of disrespect. Oh, well, I had a drink in my right hand. It's easy.
Okay, so switch it.
Yeah, it's easy to switch hands. You know what I mean? And then when they get upset at you, it's like, well, you're upset at me. It's kind of like when people will come to me and be like, oh, you look like insert famous black person with an afro and wear glasses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any one of them. And I'll be like, no, I look like me.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you need to be able to take a joke. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've had times that I'm standing at the bar talking to a friend of mine and then a random will come up and say something like that. Oh, you look like Afro Man.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Or touch your hair.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm like, Afro Man's shorter than me. He's fatter than me. Older than me. He's got a whole ass beard. Like
It's like he just had an afro?
yeah. The skin. Matter of fact, my skin is better than his.
Do I mean, do I look like
Especially
Wesley
now.
Snipes, you know?
Right.
Like, we have teeth,
Right.
you know?
Oh man.
7.5 said, I think you left-handed chips in my face in Florida.
Yes, I did, and I have a picture of that. I'll bring that up later because I was just looking at him last night. So I took a handful of Pringles, like slapped them into her forehead. It was hilarious, and then I slowly lifted my hand so they run down her face. that was the kind of friendship we had. You know, we were all good friends. DJ Raven is in the chat on Twitch. He said, "What's up, fellas?
What up?
What up, Raven?" My sister Patrice said, "I don't tolerate disrespect on any level. That's facts." Gonzo says, sometimes I have to do it when I'm holding the kids. Man, you can put them kids in the other hands. I mean, here's the thing. There's exceptions. In situations like that, I will give them the right elbow to their right elbow.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
sure.
I'll just...
Oh,
elbow
yeah,
them.
for sure.
You would be hard-pressed to get to see me accepting a left hand under, any circumstances. Like, there's ways around it. If you're holding the kids, like I said, I'll elbow bump you. You know what I mean? Or I'll shoulder tap you or something like that. I really don't... It's one of those things where,
or just do it when put the kids down.
yeah. Once you put the kids down,
you fuck them kids.
I said, fuck them kids. Only dads can say that, right? Only dads can get away with saying that. It's one of those things where I don't want to develop the habit of accepting left hands either.
Yeah.
So if I start making exceptions, it's got to be a zero tolerance thing.
Yeah.
Because if you start making exceptions, then there'll come a point to where it just becomes the norm. You know what I mean? It's like for me the N word, right? I make no exceptions. Like nobody calls me that. You know what I mean? Black, white, Asian, it doesn't matter. Nobody calls me that. I don't care what you say in your day to day, and when you're talking to other people. Honestly, if your friends accept you saying it, I don't care if you say it around me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't say it to me. I can only control what you say to me, how you treat me.
Yeah.
So, and that's another one where people will say it, and I'll be like, yo, don't call me that.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I mean? I'm
Like, no,
I don't care what you meant. Don't call me that. You know what I mean? Don't say that to me. It's not even like that. It doesn't matter. Yeah. You know what I mean? And why am I having a conversation about it?
Right?
Yeah.
Why are we still discussing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's such a weird thing. I feel like people tend to want to treat you however they want to treat you with no like repercussion of anything.
Well, it's
You know what
because
I mean?
no one's given them any.
No one has ever checked them.
Yeah, or whoever like they hang out with, no one's ever given them rules of respect.
Right. Oh, Mindy said not only dads. Talking about what you said, people saying fuck them kids. Mindy, were you here for the first part of the convo? When we were talking about how it's okay to be sick of your kids sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I know Mindy has been sick of her kid. Like I was there for it.
Oh,
She was like, fuck that kid. I'm going to work. Fuck that kid. Oh man. Yeah, honestly, it's okay to be sick of anything. Like the person you're dating, it's okay to be sick of them.
Yeah.
I've had girlfriends that some days I'm just like, they're like, hey, you want me to come over and bring? And I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna just play these games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna just play these video games. You go do what you do. Go hang out with your girls or something. I don't know. Do whatever. Go fuck somebody. I don't care. Do whatever. Jesus. I don't care what you do. Just leave me the fuck alone. Gonzo said, do you dap the hug or just dap? What do you mean by dap the hug? Like dap and bring it in?
Yeah.
Of course.
yeah, that's
Not many black men that don't. There's not many people that don't.
Yeah.
But especially brothers like that, we've been doing that since like the 60s or sort of shit.
And
or
you
the
could
50s.
you could tell when somebody's
Oh shit, Jeff Tritt just liked the stream and I think he's a dad.
You could tell when somebody's coming in with the handshake or the dap.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like sometimes
yeah.
be like, oh, okay, you doing that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can switch it up real quick.
Yeah,
yeah, real fast.
Yeah, so
You ever like go in for the pound and they're going in for the shake, so
Oh,
you switch
yeah.
to the shake, but
Yeah.
they switch to the
Yeah,
pound.
and
then you're like you're sitting there.
That's awkward.
It's like you're playing rock paper scissors.
well,
rock paper scissors shake.
Right.
when I was at the rec, the director of the rec, we go there all the time, so he knows me. So he went to like give me a fist bump.
Oh, okay.
But I gave him this.
You gave him the elbow.
So he just
You
like
punched your elbow.
It was like, but it was my fault because he clearly initiated I'm so used to doing this because of COVID.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just did it, and I was like, oh, whatever. You know, okay. Can't win them all.
You got used to the elbow bump. Pepe No Neck said, if people show me respect, I'll show them respect. If not, it is what it is.
That's that old school Italian.
Yeah,
stuff.
I was about to say, spoken like a true Goomba.
Yeah.
Spoken.
But we gotta have rules, to I need to know if you could be in my tribe or not. Or
Yeah.
if we're in the same tribe.
Right.
Because even I've been checked sometimes by people.
Mm-hmm.
You checked me before.
Oh, you bringing that up again?
No, but no, bring it up because it's funny. I brought it up last time.
Yeah, you did.
but it applied both times.
True.
Because last time because one of your rules is don't talk over you.
Yep. Yeah.
And it came. That's why we talked about it. But this time, just for the people, we was over here kicking it one day, and we just got into like kind of like it wasn't even. There was no like disrespect other than just. We got into like a heated disagreement that was just surfacey.
I would say it was a spirited
conversation. Spirited conversation. And I think I got really loud.
Hey, he started yelling at me.
Yeah. But it wasn't anger. Because my wife be like, why are you yelling? I'm like, well, I'm just excited. I'm just excited. But anyway, he just was like, hey, man, don't yell at me in my house, or you said something like that. And I was like, you right. And then when I left, I called you and I said, hey, my bad. And you know why? Because I followed those same rules. I would have said the same thing, and I would have expected the person to be like, oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like sometimes even people accidentally get disrespectful And if they get checked and they follow that same rule, they be like, you know what, you right.
Yeah, snaps them back into
Yep.
really quick. Ashley Karma just liked the stream, and she is a mom.
Yeah.
I think she's got one on the way as well.
Dude, everybody got kids that watch the show.
Right?
It's like Sesame Street.
Yeah, man. Sometimes, and you know what? Here's the thing. Like you said, I've been checked as well, and the proper way to respond if you are in the wrong is just to be like, yo, you're right. My bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that can't. Sometimes people's pride just doesn't let them accept the fact that they were wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, you were wrong. Oh, my sister just liked to stream. About time, sis. Yeah, like, yo, you were wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I don't check, especially in my house. Like, I don't, and I remember saying that, and I said it in a very me kind of way. I was like, hey, man, don't yell at me in my house.
Yeah, you were.
Like, I'm not a very forceful individual.
Yeah, you weren't like, bro. That's what we still. I feel like you one of like the closest people, like one of my closest friends.
For sure.
So
For sure.
it's
I
just,
feel the same way.
So
Pepe Nonek said, me and Pun get in heated discussions about sports or anything.
Pretty much anything.
I was about to say, is there any truth to that, sir?
Oh, it's 100% true. It happens almost daily.
It's happened when I've been
public
at the house.
Yeah.
And then you feel like you're a kid. Like whenever I'm there and they start arguing, I'm like, shit, what do I do? I'm gonna just keep facing forward. I'm gonna just keep watching the TV. Like I ain't even gonna turn around.
Like, look, obviously I love Pepe Nonek to death. That's my dad. Sometimes he just be saying some wild shit.
like, wait, it's really your dad?
Oh yeah. He's my dad. Yeah, it's cool as hell. It's one of the coolest guys I know. And it's like, dude, where do you get your information from? Sometimes, like,
they be having that.
Man,
that old knowledge.
You know what? I get it, but like, if you're adamant about something,
yeah.
Dex didn't realize that was really your dad.
You could Google it.
Yeah,
true.
To see if what you're saying is true.
Yep.
That's all it takes. So sometimes, most of the time, it's just that, like, yo,
my dad says something out loud.
Pep said y'all had one today at Grayton Road.
We did.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And he's still here watching.
Yeah.
So,
Hey.
Yeah.
What was you about to say, Dex?
I was say my dad be saying some outlandish stuff too.
I think it's a dad thing.
I just think there was so much decades they lived through before he was born that just like they bringing it all with them. Like they didn't leave nothing. He didn't leave none of the furniture.
Yeah.
Then, you know what I'm saying?
They just brought everything.
I'm bringing everything with me. Every decade, I'm bringing everything with me.
Just bringing it all.
Bringing it all. So they got all this stuff in their mind, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it's not wrong. Just my dad be saying some weird. Like my dad is a man's man.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And I have you met both my brothers.
Yeah.
So he has 3 sons and 1 daughter. And
I didn't know you had a sister.
yeah, I have a sister in California.
I'm just finding that out now.
Yeah. So he don't tolerate no tomfoolery. Like no, I remember being in high school and just kind of like sometimes having to like let him know like, hey man, what you saying is wrong. But I would say it in a different way.
Yeah. You did it in a very Japanese way where he gets to save face.
No.
I
was getting excitable.
Excitable.
And a couple of times he done had me up against the wall. Man. Because my dad, he played in the NFL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Former NFL player. So he had me up against the wall, like quick, like almost like he's like, he played defensive end.
Yeah.
So he'll come at me and just my feet off the ground, and I'm all slammed. My mom's like, Chris, put him down. And it wasn't abuse or nothing.
No, yeah, it was just
like you a dude. Yeah. There's 2 dudes in the house,
right?
And then there can only be 1 king.
I'm still the dad.
And you trying to act a little too excitable right now.
He's still the alpha.
Yeah, so I had to have all these ripped shirts and stuff like that. So you ripped my favorite Echo shirt.
Oh shit. Echo.
But my dad, he's just remember when that toxic masculinity stuff was coming up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't even handle it.
Oh shit.
He couldn't even like handle it, so
felt attacked.
yeah, it's just he just believes that dudes, the whole respect, like you know what I'm saying, like all that stuff we talked about, like that's just like, so like anytime my brothers, because my brothers are a lot younger than me, they're like 9 years younger and like 12 years younger than me. So like they be saying some like new stuff, some new man stuff. And my dad just like can't even handle it. And they be messing with him, you know what I'm saying? They know how to push his buttons, you know, but he can't even handle it. Some of the new stuff they saying. So you know.
And that's like a lot of the times me and Peppy Nonek, we agree.
Oh, for sure.
But it's like
it's the way you agree.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like we'll be saying the same thing, but because I'm saying it more modern, he doesn't understand. Like he it's like we're saying we agree. I'm just saying this. There's more to it than just this.
If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, then what the fuck we arguing over? Speaking of Peppy Nonek, he said a lot of us didn't have much. That's why it's hard to give things up. I feel it.
I feel it too.
I feel that. I have an interesting opinion about toxic masculinity. And since we're just three dudes over here getting our chat on. Tree just stepped in. Mr. Alex Arbol, or Rodrigo, if you will. Also, Sabrina Long is watching, and it looks like there's a kid in the picture with her, so I'm going to assume she's a mom. Like, the things that I consider toxically masculine aren't necessarily the things that a lot of my lady friends consider toxically masculine. Like, I consider bullying being toxic masculinity. You know what I mean? I consider, like looking down on people, bullying, stuff like that. Definitely toxic masculinity. Wanting to work out, training to fight. I've been called toxically I've been told that I possess toxic masculinity because I train in MMA and I used to fight MMA. Yeah. And I'm like, how is that toxically masculine? That's a fucking sport, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and plus, I don't want somebody to be able to just beat my ass and take my shit. You know what I mean? To me, again, the bubble that is my life, that's not toxically masculine. Yeah. I want to be able to protect the people that I care about. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I have no problem coming to blows with someone if they try to infringe upon that, take somebody's life that I know. So if it means protecting someone that I love, yeah, for sure.
That sounds like a hero.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So to me, that's not toxically masculine. Yeah. Oh boy, Gonzo. Toxic masculinity doesn't exist. There are men and fakers. I can get with that.
All right.
I can get with that.
I feel like
there are definitely some fakers out there.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like men's toes should never be out.
Really?
Yeah, but people will say that's toxic to think.
Oh, hold on, Mel Fat Feet just joined the chat. That's the nickname I gave her a long time ago.
I know.
And plus, she always says that whenever she comes in the chat, she doesn't hear the shout out. So I'm gonna wait till she says something in the chat. That way we know she's watching.
Okay. Oh, she said hello.
Oh, she said hello?
Yep. What up, Mel?
What up, Mel? My sister said me either. So yeah, so you don't think that? Not even at the beach?
Listen. All my friends wear flip-flops. I'm still their friends. I don't look down on them. But why your toes out? Like, cover your feet up.
Now the whole foot? Or do you have if they just take their shoes off and they're walking on the beach, is that?
That's what I'm saying.
That's different.
Okay, see, that's what I was asking.
Because then you barefoot. No, that's different.
Yeah, I get it. I'm asking if it's situational. Like if you're at the beach or something like that, it's fine. But
But even like going to the beach, because I've gone to the beach, and this is where like you kind of fall victim to your own man law rules. Right. Because growing up in California, and I go there frequently. I go to the beach. It's annoying when you have shoes on.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So like, if I had some flip-flops, it would be like so much better.
Yeah.
But my toes can't be out.
I wear like aqua shoes at the beach, honestly.
But see, that's
I have some of those.
I just throw some Vans on.
Oh, bro, aqua shoes are so cheap. You can get them anywhere.
Yeah.
I remember when we went on the cruise, when my whole family went on the cruise, I was like, I'm going to rock these aqua shoes because the last thing I want to do is like step on some shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're in a whole ass other country.
Yeah.
Last thing I want to do is step on something, fuck up the whole cruise. Now I got to be life flighted off this fucking boat in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Like literally middle of the ocean. So yeah, I rock the old aqua kickers. I do it if I get in the pool out on the island too. I do it. Those pools. Yeah, those you don't want to step on nothing nasty there because you're already in something.
Yeah. Just don't wear no jeans and flip flops.
I'm not a fan of that. Really quick, my other sister Sonia is in the chat, and Brianna is in the chat. Miss Feliciano. Gonzo said, a man is a kind, loving person that will be ready to violate killer if needed.
Oh yeah, I can kill somebody.
And then Mindy said, yuck, pools on the island. Big facts. Yeah. There's only a handful of pools that I'll get in on the island, and
and they private.
Yeah, right. One of them's in Mindy's backyard. It's a kiddie pool. She filled it up just a minute ago. I'll wait around in that for a minute and call it a day. Yeah, I feel like toxic masculinity, there are things that could be considered that, but I think masculinity in general, there are certain things you shouldn't attack. You shouldn't attack a guy that wants to work out. You shouldn't attack a guy that wants to be in shape. Shouldn't attack a guy that's just training or trying to be the best him that he can be. And if they want to do what they consider quote unquote manly things, don't attack that. You know what I mean? There's a meme going around of a baseball player standing on a bucket being interviewed by a woman reporter that's taller than him, right? And they were like, this is a prime example of the fragile male ego. But what they don't realize is it's fucking television. In television, they kind of want people to be equal. Yeah. Like there's guidelines. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they, honestly, the producer probably, because listen, I will almost guarantee you that dude doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's been short his whole life.
Yeah. He makes six figures.
Yeah. He's a fucking millionaire. Yeah. And ain't nobody walking around saying, hey, shorty. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. The producer was probably like, yo, we need to grab this bucket so that we can keep the eye level. Because as even just what I do here, there's padding under your seat, so that because that chair's lower, so that you're not fucking way lower than pun. Because
I thought it was like for a booty cushion.
No, because the seat doesn't raise up. I got to get a new one. Okay. So like I need people to be level, so I don't have to fuck with the camera. Yeah, it's that same thing. Yeah. But people love using that and being like, "This is the fragile male ego," and it's like, no, it's television, is what it is. It's a fucking interview. Is what it is.
And my grandparents on my mom's side, in their wedding picture, my grandfather's standing on like a box.
Is he?
Yeah, because he was shorter than Tommy.
Wow.
Well, he's like seriously. He was like Tommy's size. Yeah, and you've met my grandma Caroline.
Oh yeah.
So to make it the wedding photo even,
right.
They put him on.
Yeah, and the photographer was because he didn't give a fuck.
No, my grandpa.
Here's the thing: if he really cared that he was shorter than her, he wouldn't have been married.
He wouldn't have been with her.
So he probably didn't care, but the photographer was probably like, hey. We're going to need you to stand on this apple crate. I'm sure it was an apple crate back in that day. It had to have been.
And then,
or soapbox, one of the two. Jude just liked the stream. Appreciate you, fam.
Melody Clark is in the chat.
Oh, is she?
Oh. And then
Gonzo says, sorry, the kids are messing with me.
Well, he also corrected what he was typing too.
Oh.
That's why he put
Why are you yelling at us, Gonzo? A man? First of all, Gonzo, check your tone.
Hey, but you know why people are saying all that stuff now is because we live in the most safest time that we've ever lived in.
Definitely are.
So
I also think it's one of the most open times as well.
Yeah, but
it kind of goes both ways.
But think about
there go OBS acting up on the Instas. Continue. I'm gonna fix this real quick.
I just feel like I always go back to like World War I and World War II.
Yeah.
When they say that's like those men and women and it was more men. There was, but those I'm just saying those men.
Yeah.
I was trying to be open, but I'm specifically talking about the men. So, those men did some hard stuff.
Oh yeah.
They flew across the world in planes that are not even as safe as planes are now. With parachutes that are not even safe as they are now. Like everything was like the beginning version of it. Yeah. And they fought and died in other countries, to keep this our country free and all that. And I feel like, that whole, who is going to stand up? Okay, the man. No one's sending their wives and daughters to war. It's us. We're the ones that's going to stand up and do this. And I feel like you can't just like eradicate that out of a generation or two. Yeah. Like, people remember their grandfathers and their great grandfathers and their fathers, and it's passed down. So like I said, my dad is a man's man. it rubbed off on me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. You know, my dad wear flip flops though.
Hey, my dad wears Crocs. So.
Oh man, he said his dad wears flip flops.
Peppy No Neck loves his Crocs. He
For real?
He loves those things too.
DJ Raven said Vans, Converse as the best were the best. I guess were the best for walking outside for the beach.
Yeah.
Vans and Converse, huh?
Yep, them all. I can't. Converse too thin for my foot.
The Chucks. Yeah.
I can't, but I can rock some Authentics.
Deadlifters swear by Converse.
For real?
They love them. Yeah, they love them. Either barefoot or Converse. Yeah. Because I don't know why. I think it's because they're super flat and it's closer to being barefoot. But yeah,
that makes
they swear
sense.
by Converse.
They
I don't
flat.
know all the technical sides of it. But yeah, I know a lot of people that I know that deadlift a lot either do it barefoot or they do it in Chucks. A lot of weightlifters in general love Chucks. Don't ask me why. I'm not a weightlifter all like that. You know what I mean?
I do yoga.
You do yoga? I'm gonna start doing Pilates or something like
Cool. Tamara's in the chat.
Oh, shout out to Tamara. Yep. Also, Kathy Farber is in the chat. I don't know if she's a mom though, so I'm gonna. It's almost like I blew up the audience. Shit was good. It was all good until the audience won. Oh man, we got some stories to get into. Now that we are on the second half of the show, and an hour flies by quick. Yeah, man, an hour flies by fast. God. Oh, Mayuri is in the chat. Yeah. One thing I want to talk about real quick is this. Have you heard about this country singer? Yeah. That was dropping N-bombs.
Oh, my wife told me about it today.
Did you? Could you Google that for me, really quick, Pun? Because I cannot remember the dude's name. Do you remember the name at all? I cannot remember his name. From what I was reading though, he was on the rise. Like he had been topping all streamings on Spotify and iTunes. His videos were getting millions of views. Like he was on the rise. He was like the next big thing.
Morgan Wallen. Okay.
You got a picture of him?
Well, no, I didn't.
Oh, was this his dude that Joe Rogan was talking about?
Probably. Because this just happened recently. It just happened like a day ago.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's not the guy.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, Morgan Wallen or Morgan Wallen. Yeah. I guess he had a rowdy night out and came home. It was making a bunch of noise in his neighborhood. I believe one of his neighbors started filming, and he said pussy ass and then the N-word. Oh. And seemed like a hard ER at the end of it. And the weird thing about it is, here's how I feel about that. There's so many other words he could have yelled and been absolutely fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there's so many other things that he could have yelled that's not racist. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you're already being rambunctious. Clearly, you don't just say that word and it comes out that clearly. Yeah. And it's something you've never said before. Yeah. You know what I mean? Drunk or not. Yeah. Like he's used it. Yeah. You could tell he's used it a lot because
it's a familiar word.
Yeah. If that's your go-to, so many other things you could have yelled. Yeah. You got to go out. I feel like this day and age, dude, you got to go out of your way to say that word. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to literally try to say that word. Yeah. Especially if you don't live in an area or run in a circle where that word is used a lot. If he grew up in like an urban setting around a bunch of people, you know, a bunch of black dudes that talk to him like that, okay, it slipped out. All right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nah, dude, you grew up in the country music scene. Yeah. Like, if they're using that word, they're using it for a reason. Yeah. And it's not camaraderie. Yeah. It ain't the same as Goomba. I can tell you that right now. So it's like you literally have to go out of your way to use that word. And, you know, like the dude's entire career came crashing down in an instant. Yep. Because every platform dropped him. Yeah. His record label dropped him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think his management company dropped him. Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, pretty much everything that dealt with him dropped him just like that. For sure. I think his shit was pulled off of all streaming. Mm-hmm. His videos were pulled. Like everything was just like, nah, it's a wrap. Yep. Now I'm sure there's probably some good old boys out there that'll support him. He could start a GoFundMe, whatever. he issued an apology, so they might not support him because he had issued an apology. To them, that's a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
But, dude, really? Like, what? And then there were people defending him. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, it's just a word. Like, words don't have meaning if you don't let them. But here's the thing. My question, whenever my fair-skinned brothers and sisters bring this up to me, right? And talk about how it's not fair that we say it to each other. And I'm like, first of all, I don't say it, but they say it's not fair that we say it to each other.
I
they
use
can't.
the word.
I know, and that's fine. But I asked him, I go, why is that word so important?
Yeah.
Like, why is it so important to you to use that word?
Yeah.
That's the first question. Before you ask me why you can't, first answer, why do you want to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it that you want to use it so bad?
Yeah.
If you can give me a good reasoning, then we can discuss. You know what I mean? We can discuss the other stuff. Like, it's not a situation where, you know, and to be honest, not every white person that has used it gets beat up. I know white people that grew up in East Cleveland around a bunch of brothers and they use it all the time.
So
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just let them know, hey, don't use it to me, but do what you do. That's how you grew up.
Yeah.
It's the ones that didn't grow up in that, you know what I mean? In that format and are just deciding now that they just want to start using it. It's like, it don't work like that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't just do that. But why that word? Why, you know, and when I asked them, none of them as of yet has had an answer for me as to why it's so important that they can use the word. You know,
honestly, like not me, but like maybe some people, it's like the forbidden fruit thing.
Yeah, but I mean that's still not that's not a good reason though. But yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
I mean, unless you're just ignorant, that's the only other thing it could be.
Right.
Is the forbidden fruit. You want to do something you can't. You want to do something you can't do.
Old Greg just said, "Watch yourself in Illyria, though. End up getting that twisted, that twisted TKO." Oh, that video is so hilarious, man. That video is hilarious.
I say it all the time. Kudos to that guy though, because if that was me,
oh yeah,
that video would have been that long.
That dude exercised, and even after he hit the dude, he exercised a lot of restraint.
He did. Yep.
He took him down. He popped him. Had a conversation. Popped him a couple more times. He didn't sit on there stomping on him or anything like that. But I mean, he did catch a battle with that T. Woo!
What happened?
Oh, you don't know about this? Man, see if you can pull up the video there.
Any
Mr.
any excuse to find this video, that would be.
Let me make sure you're plugged in. All right, you are good to go. Audio and everything. Let's pull up this video and see if we can get a watch. Tamara said, "Dude, totally deserved getting hit with that twisted T." Yeah. Do you have it?
It won't. Okay, wait.
It should be on YouTube.
It wasn't for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Huh.
There should be a YouTube tab open. The tab over from the Google tab.
Type that in and see what happens. Here we go. I don't know. Just pick one.
Pick that first one, the original.
This first one right here.
Oh yeah, I understand and wish to proceed.
Oh, okay.
Fuck my mama, nigga. Fuck my mama. Fuck your mama, nigga. Fuck your mama.
You're gonna pop up.
I live on 400 Oxford Avenue, 2 blocks away. And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna walk to you. I'm gonna walk right to my house for you, bro.
Yeah, see, he would have already been fucked up at that point.
I would have.
I'm the same nigga all day, every day. Are you kidding me? Where you from, nigga? Where you from?
Pause it real quick.
Where the fuck you from, nigga? You from here?
Okay.
Now, real quick. I can already tell that that's somebody that grew up around a bunch of black people.
Yeah.
And that's just part of his vocabulary.
He got some heart right now.
You know what I'm saying? So he
believable right now.
Yeah, he's real comfortable using it.
Yep.
His friends are comfortable with him using it. You know what I mean? That's just how he grew up. I personally don't think he was necessarily being racist. I think he was just talking. Yeah. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. Yeah. I could be absolutely wrong. He could have grew up around a bunch of white people and they used the word. I could be wrong. But the way he's saying it, I don't think it's coming from a place of you're beneath me because you're black. I think it's just part of his vocabulary.
Yeah.
Where he fucked up, where he's fucking up is he's using it he don't know that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's
clearly you gotta be careful about how you move around people you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's clearly he's on something. He's either drunk, high, whatever.
He definitely is on something.
Yeah, he's
dude,
on something.
When that dude put his stuff on the counter,
that was a clear.
Yeah.
That's a clear sign that you are fucking up. Like you should have recognized that you're fucking up. Go ahead and hit play.
Get the fuck out of here, you a clown, nigga. Oh, God,
Yeah, see,
you a
he's
clown,
fucking up.
Nigga, you from here? You a clown. What, you gonna smack me with that? Smack me with
That is
that.
see.
Smack me. Smack me, nigga. Come on, yeah. Drop it.
Yeah, you got yours, buddy.
Call me another fucking nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, man, you learned this lesson, man. Ain't no reason to be.
Call me another nigga.
See right there, he could have kept smashing on him, and he did.
Okay.
Now he giving him props. Okay,
Yeah.
I see you, big dog.
Okay, good.
Good?
You good now? You're good.
Oh man, yeah.
In flip-flops, too.
Oh, hey.
Oh man,
He got
With the socks on.
Oh yeah, he got socks. His
I
toes
don't
ain't
blame you,
see.
dude.
His toes ain't out.
Oh man, yeah, he got the taste smacked out of his mouth.
Man, we
Brianna
gotta-
said, "Nah, that dude's trash." That's the same dude who rode his who rode his motorcycle drunk, hit his buddy, and then tried to sue his buddy. Okay, fuck him then.
Yeah.
Lorain County Forums tell all. Okay, fuck him. He can go to hell. I was just talking about his vernacular. Like saying the word is part of his vernacular. Like I could tell it's just part of part of how he talks.
Yeah.
Unlike this country singer that went out of his way.
Yeah.
So do you think he should have got canceled?
The country singer.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I've always said I have to live by my own set of rules, right? So yes, at the same time, he needs a road to redemption. So I say this all the time. If we are going to cancel somebody and they didn't murder someone or they're not a rapist or something like that, then we need to give them a road back to redemption. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think his career should be over. I don't think he should be making millions of dollars right now. Being that type of person. Mm-hmm. Even not just for the racial slur. That he's clearly the type of person to disturb his neighbors. You know what I mean? You can't give people like that power. He's out on the street yelling and screaming. His neighbors are like, "Fam, just seckle, man.
Right?
Just chill out." You know what I'm saying? So clearly there's some other things going on in his life. Do I think he should be permanently canceled? No, I think he should get a road back to redemption. As people say, it's a word. He said a word. He didn't hang anybody. He didn't burn any crosses. He didn't do anything like that. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he does racist things in his day to day. He said a word, and he shouldn't have said that word. Mm-hmm. He's suffering the consequences for it right now. But I do think there's a road back to redemption for him if he chooses to do it. You know what I mean? If he chooses to just do an apology, and from what I hear, this isn't the first time he's had problematic behavior. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So hopefully this will be a wake up call for him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Shit can go in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've said this about what's the redhead comedian that was whacking off in front of people?
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K.
I said it about Louis C.K. I said, what he did was wrong. The severity from the accounts that I've gotten from that I've read from the women that experienced it, the severity wasn't the same as like a Weinstein or a Cosby or something like that. So yes, he deserved to get shows taken or what have you. I also think there should be a road back to redemption. He should be able to redeem himself in some way, shape, or form. We can't just shun him forever. No, Weinstein, Cosby, fuck them. It's a wrap. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Bree brought up something good. If you want to read it, or do you want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead, read it.
Okay.
I'll read it.
All right.
She said, someone said today that Morgan Whalen said was what Morgan Whalen said was reprehensible. However, there has to be a pathway back for him and others like him if there is to be real and lasting change in our society. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah. So I think there should be a road back to redemption. It should not be an easy road. You can't just issue an apology and then get right back to the top of the world. No, you gotta work your way back up at this point. And I feel like that's what he's gonna have to do. He's already been dropped, so that means when he comes back, there's already gonna be the labels are already gonna be like, look, we're gonna give you less than you got before, dude, because we don't know how you gonna act.
Yeah.
So we'll give you this development deal. You know what I'm saying? And then if you got some act right, then we'll move on from there. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely think if they haven't crossed a line, there's a line that you cannot cross.
Yeah.
Causing physical harm to another human being, causing extreme mental harm to another human being. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I say that about Louis C.K. is because from the accounts of the women that I was reading, it wasn't a situation where they were like super mentally traumatized. They were uncomfortable. They felt taken advantage of. They felt that he held power over them, right? Now, if they're scarred for life, this is a whole different conversation that we're having. So from what I was reading, that wasn't the case. So then I'm like, okay, let's get him a road back to redemption. Depending, and also even the physical thing, like depending on what happened, right? Like Chris Brown, smacked up Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? And I know people hate hearing it, but we don't know what happened in the car.
Yeah.
We don't know if she swung on him first. Also, Chris Brown has a history of mental issues. Now, here's the tricky thing, right? Chris Brown has mental issues and has talked about it, and people wanted to completely cancel him. Everyone, like universally, wanted to cancel him for it. And with reason. I mean, he smacked up Rihanna. You know what I mean? This new football player that smacked up his girlfriend, a lot of people were a little bit more understanding of him. Now, again, dude has mental issues. He's got CTE. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve the help that he needs. I said that he should get that help from a cell, but I'm not saying he doesn't deserve the help. But I notice a lot more people on board with helping him than other situations. You know what I mean? Like Ray Rice, right? Ray Rice, and we're like, fuck Ray Rice. You know what I'm saying? It's an interesting thing. I also say things like we'd be having a different conversation about one of my favorite rappers, Jay-Z, if he would have hit Solange back.
Yeah.
Solange fucked him up in that elevator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But nobody was really talking about canceling her.
Yeah.
And she was like full-blown swinging on him. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it would have been a different conversation if he would have hit her back. You know what I'm saying? So for me, if there's a line you can't cross, and once you cross that line, I can't do nothing for, like Flavor Flav said, I can't do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing for you, man. But if you don't cross that line, I think there should be a road back to redemption.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel with the cancel culture, there's two things I feel about it. So the first thing I would say is whatever happens, happens. So it's not really up to me if someone should be canceled, in my opinion, because the people have spoken.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's number one. But I do believe that just like I think we believe that we have a lot of control over what happens in our society. And I
Hold
don't
on
think
really quick. Julie is in the chat. Short Julie.
What up, Julie?
Hello.
And real fast, I wanna acknowledge first of all, Brett is in the chat. And also he said, just think, these are the people we know about. How many deplorable are left unexposed? I wanted to I feel like that was an important statement, so I wanted to touch on that really quick. Please continue.
Yeah, so I feel like we believe that we have control over what happens in our society, and I don't think we really do.
Yeah.
And this is what and we do and we don't. And I think after I try to get this thought out and not sound stupid, maybe people understand what I'm saying. We always in a society, we discover something. Oh wait, black people should get rights. Okay, and then we slowly start to get it, and then we get to the point where it's like, if you don't think black people should get rights, you should die.
Right,
it's like an overcorrection, and now everyone is woke.
Yeah,
but the wokeness has been in different eras of different things.
Yeah,
there's been different wokeness about sugar. You eat sugar, so sugar's like crack. I'm so woke on sugar, like where them chickens? Are there free range chickens? I'm woke on that. Like everyone's woke on different things, and I just feel like right now we just woke on like anything that like is putting somebody down that's like either a female or a minority. It's like no one's tolerating it. Like we are literally gonna blow up your house. We're dropping atomic bombs on your house. If you do anything, you're losing everything. No more. We're gonna cut all the trees out your yard. You have no more oxygen. Like And I think it's what's going to happen. This is what I think is going to happen. And it happens with everything.
Really quick, Lexi over on Instagram was talking about Bass Nectar, a DJ that was basically like raping chicks and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And she said for one, fuck him. Glad he's canceled. He groomed the fuck out of a 19-year-old girl at his shows. Dude's 43. He knows better. Fucking canceled. So I don't have as much of an issue with him dating a 19-year-old. You know what I mean? My issue is the rape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And him grooming her.
Yeah.
Grooming a chick, no, you shouldn't do that. I don't care what age they are, you shouldn't be grooming people. But especially like, raping, taking advantage of people, fuck that. Like if he was just dating her, whatever. He was 43, she's 19, whatever. It happens all the time. But the way he went about it, it's fuck. And Brett said that's sick too. Yeah. It's so weird once it started making its way into the electronic music world, right? Because electronic music community used to be so like community driven. You know what I mean? Like the DJ, you never really heard the DJs in a lot of scandals and things like that. And then it was like, no, these motherfuckers got skeletons too.
I think it's just dudes.
Yeah, right.
we like women.
Right. Hey, you know what? It was also weird for me when it started popping up in the hip hop community. Because a lot of these things that were happening was happening in show business.
Oh, yeah.
It was happening in movies. It was happening in things like that, social media. But then when it started popping up in hip hop, I was like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? Like, I was guilty of being one of the ones that was like, it doesn't really affect the things that I'm into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to me, it was still just a news story. Like, it was still heinous, and they still should have the book thrown at them, but it didn't, like, hit home as much. But then when it started hitting the hip-hop community, the electronic music community, fucking dance community, dude, Crazy Legs, B-Boy Crazy Legs, got accused of a whole bunch of shit. And I'm like, holy fuck. This is somebody I looked up to, like, as a up-and-coming B-Boy, this is a person I looked up to. And you have to face these things. Like, I looked up to Crazy Legs more than I looked up to Dr. Cosby. You know what I'm saying? And that Dr. Cosby thing, that was America's dad for a long time, right? And then that came out, and it was like, you almost don't want to believe it, but at the same time, look, I got 7 sisters, so I'm like, I got to give it some merit. You know what I mean? You don't get a bunch of people to say the same thing about you unless A, they're being paid off, or B, you did the things that, said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like when people were saying that Whitney Houston was smoking crack, and people were like, nah, it's like Cat Williams said. Listen, if people have been saying if everybody's been saying you smoking crack for 10 years, either you smoke crack, you know what I mean? Or somebody got paid to fucking do a smear campaign on you. And you know what I'm saying? So like it's a very weird thing. And once it started hitting these other facets, it's like, yo, this shit is everywhere. And it's always been. It's always been there. To me, it's very similar to police brutality, right? Police brutality has always existed. It's just being filmed now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's at the forefront now. We get to see it in HD. Whereas before, the only time we saw it was Rodney King. It was fucking somebody's window who had a fucking VHS camcorder, you know what I mean? Shitty quality. And they were just, filming and then zoomed in. The optical zoom shit was all blurry. You couldn't really see what the hell was going on. You thought it was a Nintendo game or some shit. But now, like, it's always existed. Now we're seeing it. It's the same thing with the travesties that are being committed towards people in power are committed against people that are in lesser power than them, women, men in lower statuses, things like that, especially women. It's always happened. It's just now there's a platform. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a platform to talk about it, and now we have to listen. You know what I'm saying? Whereas before, it'd get talked about. You see it in the Enquirer or the fucking newspaper and you just kind of blow it off. You know what I mean? Now it's like, no, look, here's the text messages. Here's a fucking video. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to listen. Oh shit, Julie got a long ass message in here. She goes, I feel there is a lot of hypocrisy to cancel culture. It's a power trip. I know we all want to say we would, but how many of these people who want to cancel Chris Brown, for Rihanna example, would have the same passion for the neighbor getting smacked up or their homies or homegirls sleeping with younger folk? Maybe I'm in my own bubble, but overall, I'm not sure, honestly. May. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that because I know people that were canceling Chris Brown that had a friend that beat up their girlfriend. Their girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like, okay, yeah, but what about what about your homie?
Yeah, right.
I know you want to cancel Chris Brown, but what about Chris that lives down the block from you?
Right?
What about him? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the other thing that was happening too, which I'm glad these things are being talked about. So I wouldn't want it to go back to the way it was. But same thing with police brutality and all this Me Too stuff.
Yeah. Really quick, Kaylee said, does anyone still listen to R. Kelly?
I ain't gonna lie, I listened to that Ignition remix the other day. So
I separate the art from the artist.
Yeah.
So I'm able to. I still watch the Cosby Show.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll still give him a listen. As a DJ, listen, if I play him in the club, people still rock to him.
Yeah.
So you know, it is what it is. Ain't nobody buying this shit though.
But I think that what happens is that stuff that's not police brutality is called police brutality. Like, hey, I had to put my knee in this dude's back and we had to hog tie him. It's like, oh, you beating this guy up. It's like, no, the dude's kicking out the windows in a police car.
Yeah, dude was hitting me with Muay Thai kicks 10 minutes ago.
Same thing that happened with Aziz Ansari, you know, and all these things where it's like, because like, here's my question as a dude, right? And and there's women that are watching, so I can be taught a lesson or whatever, but if I'm a boss, I'm running a company. I'm not talking about no Harvey Weinstein stuff. I'm talking like I'm a dude. I'm wealthy. I done moved up in a company. Maybe it's my company. I'm rich. Yeah. I'm powerful. And there's like this young 25-year-old intern. I'm like, hey, I want to date her. Can I not date her? Can I not promote her because she's hot? Like, can you not do that if it's your company?
You know what? It's tricky. It's tricky. It's a tricky thing.
You could do whatever you want if it's your company. Except
you can do. Here's the thing. The short answer, yes, you can do that. The long answer is as long as both people are consensual and there's respect.
I think there's a creep element.
Okay.
Once, I'm gonna tell you what happens. No. This is what ruins it because there's women who done married people that they should have never married, and you know why? Because there was no creep element. But the dude was doing creepy stuff. For example, like sending flowers, you know, to her room, but she's just an intern and he got executives under him that he's not even doing stuff for. Yeah. But because that she wanted it, it wasn't creepy, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about grooming women. I'm not talking about forcing women to do stuff. I'm not even talking about giving women ultimatums like, do this for me or I'm not going to do this for you. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about the whole thing of like trying to date a coworker or a boss trying to, I know in certain companies, you know, they have rules against that just because it gets messy. Yeah. But say it's your company and you don't got no rules. And then we live in America and you know, it's the land of the free, home of the brave. And I want to date her. I feel like as long as that creep element, like you said, as long as they want it, it's okay.
Yeah. As long as it's mutually consensual. And also, as the boss, you have some thinking to do. If this goes south, you know, it's not really right for you to fire her if it goes south.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think to yourself, okay, if I do date this person and it goes south, am I capable of still having them work here? Is it gonna be weird? So at that point, it's up to you as the boss. And this whether you're a man or a woman, and you know, no matter who you're dating, if you're the boss, at that point, it's up to you to say, listen, here's what I can assure you. If this doesn't work out, you still have your job. You still have your benefits. You're not going to be treated any differently. I'll put it in writing if you want to. You know what I'm saying? And you have to stick to that. That's when it falls on you. The responsibility of that falls on you as the boss. You have to stick to that. And if you don't, you know, that's when the problems come up.
Absolutely.
You know, like you fire them, and
that's when you should get sued and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely,
but
absolutely.
Who hasn't, like you DJ, right? Who hasn't been like, oh, I've been outside. Hey, Tiger, I'm outside. I can't get in, and then all of a sudden I'm in the club.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We I'm not saying it's abusing your power, but we use our influence and power to make our lives better.
We do.
I just feel like, you know, I think there was a lot of that going on, and people were like, "Wait, was I Me Too'd?"
Really quick, Lexi said, single young man should be able to pursue a female at work as long as she's single and into it.
Yeah. Why can't she be married? I'm just joking.
Damn!
I was joking. I'm joking.
Also, court dog nasty is in the chat on Facebook. And Pixels Dash is in the chat on Twitch. My man, Pixels Dash and Bobby Boucher liked the stream. I feel like that came through Mr. Bobby Boucher. Yeah, man, it's a tricky thing. Dating in general is tricky. I can say that if I owned a company, right, and I was attracted to somebody that worked for my company, now I'm totally in charge. I
fire them. They try to date them.
Fire them, date them, and if it doesn't work out, hire them again. It's a tricky thing because attraction is attraction, man. There's no like if you're attracted to somebody, you're attracted to somebody. Something that bothers me is when people act like certain people shouldn't be attracted to them, right? Mm-hmm. So like I know, like I working at Barley, right? Or even Velvet Dog, or I know a lot of like the bottle service girls are super popular on Instagram, and then they get this dude is such a creep, and I'm like, well, how is he creepy? Now there are creepy guys online, 100%. We're not talking about them. It's a different discussion. So save your comments, Bree, and Julie, just in case. But I'll be like, well, what's creepy about him? Oh, he just always likes my pictures. Isn't that why you posted them? For people to get likes? Like here's the thing. There's no other reason to post a picture on Instagram other than to get likes. Yeah. I don't care who it's by. I don't care if it's by your family. I don't care if it's by your friends. I don't care if it's by strangers. You don't post pictures on Instagram to not get likes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the dichotomy of, I don't know if I'm using that word right, but that's how the world of Instagram is set up. You post it, people click like. Sometimes they comment. Yeah. That's what it's for. That's what it's there for. Mm-hmm. Snapchat is a different thing. There's no likes. Yeah. You know what I mean? So when somebody slides in your DMs over a Snapchat picture, it makes sense that, okay, this is a little weird. I just posted the picture to show off. Not for no likes or anything, but just to show off. You know what I'm saying? So, but with Instagram, the whole point of it is to get likes. So when people are giving you likes, and then you're like, well, I'm not attracted to them, so they shouldn't be liking my picture. Yeah. Attraction is not a two-way street. Yeah. You know what I mean? Pursuing it is a two-way street.
Homework guys in the chat.
Oh, homework guy. What up, fam?
What up? Allah.
Yeah, pursuing it is a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Courting is a two-way street, but attraction, how many people are attracted to fucking, we were just talking about it, Rihanna. Yeah. She don't know you. Yeah. Right? You know what I'm saying?
I think
that's a one-way fucking street.
Girls got that wrong, though, man. Listen, this reminds me of that Dave Chappelle thing. I feel like a lot of these girls who are posting those type of pictures don't know how the world works. It's the same thing when he said, if I'm wearing a cop's uniform, and you run up to me because I look like a cop, and I might not be a cop, but I look like a cop.
So people are going to naturally, if they're in trouble,
treat me like a cop.
Yeah.
So if you posting certain type of pictures, sexy pictures, suggestive pictures, you are acting like a hoe. But you're not a hoe. You may not even be a hoe.
Right.
It's just what you're putting out. You're going to attract people who like hoes.
True. So and you're going to get likes.
You're going to get weird likes. You're going to get creeps. You're going to get DMs. You're going to get all this stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, and then a lot of times they'll say like, don't objectify me. This is beauty. The woman's body is art. No, we objectify art. We go paintings and sculptures, and we look at it, we judge it. It's worth. This is $1 million painting because of the value. Because all these people, like we judge art. So
holy fuck, I've never even thought of it that way.
Holy shit,
dude! You just.
And guess what? We collect art.
Yeah,
we put it on our wall. We collect it.
You literally just blew my mind.
Fuck. So these women become collectibles. They become like trading cards for dudes.
We are in the social media trends portion of the show, just so y'all know. we transitioned into that so smooth. Holy shit, dude! You just blew my mind. We objectify art.
Yeah,
you do it all the time.
All the time.
Oh, how is that thing worth $1 million? It's like 2 dots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So it's just
I have a curious question to people that post sexy pictures, and men, women, whoever it is, right? One of the things that baffles me, right? I got a buddy who's fit as fuck. That's not Steve. Steve is fit as fuck too. But I got another buddy who's fit as fuck, and he's constantly posting pictures of him shirtless, flexing, and I'm like, so these are thirst traps, right? And he's like, nah, I'm not in it for the attention. I go, okay, well, then what are you doing? He's like, I'm doing this for me, for my, and I was like, I get that, but you can print that and put it on your wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you putting it on social media and your account's not private? So anybody can see it. I'm like, so if you're not doing it for the likes, and that's fine. If you're doing it for the likes, that's fine. Listen, when I post shit, if it doesn't get likes, I'm upset.
Me too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't post stuff for it to not get likes.
Yeah.
So if you're doing it for the likes, just admit you're doing it for the likes. You know what I mean? I have another lady friend that, the way she dresses, there's nothing wrong with it. You're free to dress however she wants. And she's like, no, I do this for me. And I do this to feel beautiful for me. And I go, well, isn't it strange that the things that you feel beautiful in are also the same things that heterosexual men also find attractive? Or is that just me? Like, I'm with you. Do what you do. I'm with you. I support you. At the same time, you can't expect people to not find it attractive. Yeah. If you think it's beautiful, like if I put on an outfit and I think it's a dope outfit, it stands to reason that there's going to be other people in this world that think it's a dope outfit. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the caveats. They shouldn't be saying disrespectful shit to you. Yeah. They shouldn't be trying to talk to you once it's known that you don't want them to talk to you. They shouldn't touch you. Yeah. None of that stuff. Mm-hmm. Now, if they say hello and try to spark up a conversation, to me, that's fine. But then once you're like, you know what? No, thank you. I'm not interested. That's where it should end for them. Yeah. If they continue, now they're doing something wrong. But for somebody to even say hello, like if you're dressed, if you feel beautiful, you probably are beautiful. Yeah. And there's people that are going to find you beautiful. Yeah. And that goes for anyone, guys, girls, gays, trans, whatever. If you feel beautiful, somebody else is going to find you beautiful. Don't be shocked when they then are, try to strike up a conversation. Now, if they continue it past no, we got a problem now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got an issue.
Well, that goes back to that respect thing we're talking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It all goes full circle.
Full circle. Yep. Exactly. Brett said he ain't wrong. Well, thank you, sir. Wait, me or Dexitron? Both of us. Fuck it. Both of us. Yeah. Ain't nobody wrong right now. Real quick, I want to kind of get into some of these. Are you still keeping abreast of the social media trends and things like that? Or did you semi-retire from that too?
Well, it depends. Like for me with social media, so just how you were talking about, the female said, I do this for me, and the guy said, I do this for me.
Right, right.
I just feel like we're all liars, and I can't be a part of a lie anymore. Like we human beings are fragile people. You used to got Kanye West snapping, Kim Kardashian, any celebrity that you think is like a superstar, they're like fragile. They're all got cracks,
Yeah. Really quick, Lexi said, "Gotta shoot your shot, man." Also, Willie Makahincha is in the chat on Instagram.
What up, Big Will?
What up, Big Willie?
So I just feel like social media is everyone's peacocking, everyone's showing off, everyone's trying to look like they're somebody. And I'm not
make it look like they're doing more than they are.
Yeah, and here's the thing: there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing.
I feel like my upstairs neighbor just got body slammed.
I know. You feel like a suplex.
You hear that? Yeah,
that cat is messing her up.
Oh man, this is why you don't let your cats on the counter, because they will suplex the fuck out of you. Oh man. All right, please continue, sir.
Yeah, so so it was hard for me to be on there personally on there. Even though I still have my Instagram account, but it's just, I don't feel like I'm not getting what I'm giving. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
But that's just from a personal standpoint, or even just for me as a personal brand. But from a business standpoint, I do think there's ways to leverage social media,
Right.
So that's my own personal. That's where I'm at right now with the internet.
From a business standpoint, how do the trends really affect? Like from a business side of it, do trends really have an effect on that, or do you just kind of like do your own thing and just?
Well, okay. So I think the biggest thing when it comes to any of the platforms is they all have their own rules, right? I remember when Facebook actually is still trying to really dominate in video. They're trying to be like a YouTube, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah.
So like if you natively, like for example, if you have a YouTube video and you want to share it on your Facebook page, like say you're like a professional brand, so you have like most people would just kind of embed it and share it. Well, Facebook would kind of penalize you because they're like, okay, you're bringing somebody else's platform on here and they're going to take them off Facebook. So if you would natively
wait, hold on a second. Speaking of Facebook, looks like we're hanging up a little bit on Facebook.
Uh-oh.
A little bit choppy.
Yeah, it froze on mine.
Oh, they hating.
It doesn't look like we're dropping frames on the software.
That's because Facebook is
acting up.
Yeah.
Looks like it's back. Hold on, let me
back like crack.
Let me try refreshing my Striggity stream. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, looks like we might be back on the scene.
Crispy, clean.
Is we good?
Yeah. All right, please continue, sir.
So yeah, if you would natively upload that video instead of posting from YouTube, you would upload the video to Facebook. They would actually show it to more people because they want to be known as a video platform. Yeah. So the only reason I said that whole thing was every platform has its algorithms, and all of their algorithms are meant to keep people on their platform so that this company could put ads in front of people's faces.
Right.
So
homework guy just said it's freezing up on Facebook. Let me see what it's doing. What's it doing, Raven? What's it doing over there on Twitch? Is it freezing up over there too, or is it running smooth? Let me check.
I'm over here talking about Facebook trying to be a video powerhouse, and they over here dropping
they
the
over
ball.
there fucking up. Yeah, it looks like YouTube is going smooth. Julie said it's the same for her. YouTube is going smooth right now.
Leave Facebook and go to another.
Yeah, it looks like Facebook is the only one having issues. It looks like it might be all right now. Yeah, on my end, it looks like it's going smooth now. All right, please continue, sir.
So yeah, so step number one is to understand those platforms. It's just like going to a club and
really quick shout out to Sonia following the stream.
Holla. You know, it's like going to a club for the first time, and you get there a little too early. It ain't popping yet.
Yeah.
And then people say, "No, you got to come around 11:30. That's when it's popping on Tuesdays." Okay. Well, okay. Now you start coming. Now you know what bartenders to go to, and you know that's how social media. That's how the networks are. You just got to get used to like the rhythm and understand that if you play into their business model, so they can make their money, they're gonna reward you.
Yeah.
So
it's like the social algorithm.
Yeah. So that's that. To me, that's as long as you do that, I think the other side of it is whatever you post has to make sense for your business.
Really quick, Alexis said, sometimes I'll be asking myself, who is this snap for? Who do I want to see this? Then I have names pop up in my head and quickly realize I'm doing it for the wrong reasons. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that. And then Julie said, y'all got that polar vortex coming.
We do.
Yeah, it's on its way. It's on its way.
Gonna be here for a while too.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times right now with the social media trends, I feel like a lot of it is they're back to challenges.
Yeah.
You know, and it's almost taking social media away from the marketing side of it and more into just a playground for people to get popular. You know what I mean? Like just a popularity. Even though the marketing had to do with popularity, but it feels like, okay, instead of promoting shows, promoting events, promoting your streams, things like that, now it's just like, okay, we're doing the silhouette challenge or the sing along challenge. It's all challenges now. You know what I mean? Like, and dances.
And those, to me, though, okay, so I think ultimately, and this is why social media doesn't really even help me make any money. Because at the end of the day, for my business, and a lot of businesses are like this, and you could be a personal brand. So it's not even like you have to have like necessarily a business. You know, I believe if you generate money, you got a business, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
really quick, if you think about it, for sure. Also, Ducky is in the chat.
What up, Ducky?
I just signed up for Clubhouse today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one, but I haven't really been.
I jumped in there, and it's the weirdest thing.
Yeah,
happened.
what do you think of it?
So I got an invite from my dad, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's invite only. So I couldn't even get in, and then he got an invite because of the NFL alumni. So he got an invite, so he invited me, and then I jumped in it, and
really quick, Ducky said it's freezing. We're working on it, Ducky. Just bear with us. It'll probably smooth out in a bit.
And then a lawyer buddy of mine had it already. So as soon as I signed up, it notified him that I signed up because we're in each other's contacts in our phone. And he was in a welcome thing. And it was like his picture, and it was like me and him. It said, Angelo wants to welcome you. So I clicked on it because it was like, okay, I know Angelo. And then he was like, Demetrius? I was like, wait, what? This is live? I don't even know what I was getting myself into. Right, like, we're like talking.
Yeah, oh, shit.
I didn't even know what was happening. I was like, wait, what? And then we like talked for like 5 minutes, and he just was telling me what he thought about Clubhouse. And he got a notification. He was like, oh, Demetrius on here. So that was cool. The thing about Clubhouse, though,
really quick, Sonia, we're talking about Clubhouse. Okay, go ahead.
The thing about Clubhouse is I have no idea how to use it, but this is the time to figure it out, because this is how people get success, is when you jump on something early. So I know that, like, the people who jumped on Vine early, those people left Vine and went to YouTube, and then now those are your biggest YouTubers. So it's like, it does help to get on platforms early.
Hold on a second. Looks like... Nope. Okay, it's back. It was like the stream was completely. It told me there was like no data going through, but now now it's back on the scene. All right, go ahead.
So
also real quick, shout out to Cecil. Cecil just started watching.
Holla. No, but ultimately for me, when it comes, and this is a question that, a lot of the clients that I work with, the social media marketing aspect of it is a small part of what we talk about, because there's a couple of, marketing is all about human behavior. And in order to do effective marketing, you have to understand how humans will behave and react to certain things. And because social media, it's all about sliding and continue. Like most of them are just you're scrolling, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube is put another video right behind this video. So when somebody's trying to take you off the platform, meaning that I'm trying to market to you on social media, but I want you to go to my website and buy something, or I want you to sign up for something. It's like, I don't want to leave the platform. I'm scrolling.
Right.
So people, they call them vanity metrics, right? It's metrics that don't mean I'm getting a lot of plays, a lot of views. I'm getting a lot of likes, but ain't no one buying my products.
Yeah.
So really the only way to really make good money on social media is maybe sponsorships, because now the company will pay you just to talk about their product.
Yeah.
And you don't even got to send them nowhere. Right. But if it's your own business, right, like you have a product you're trying to get them to buy, or you're trying to get them to sign up for something, it's really hard to get people off of the platform, because the platform, they want to do the next challenge. They want to see the next silhouette challenge. They don't want, yes, this is cool. This product seems cool, but I don't want to. I'm on to the next thing. And that's why that Firefest stuff was so, it was popping, because that's why they did the orange boxes, because it was so disruptive. It was like, okay, I'm seeing all this stuff, and then I see this orange box. Okay, what is it? And then you have to, a lot of times when somebody like buys something, or you never buy something the first time you see it. You never buy into it, right? First time I went to Chipotle, I knew about Chipotle for a year, but it took like 7 people to tell me about Chipotle before I went.
Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah. Like just anything. Chick-fil-A, like a movie. Hey, you see that movie yet? No, I ain't see it. I'm like, oh, I got to go. You see that show on HBO, new show? Oh, man. So-and-so told me about the show. It's like you never just see the commercial. Like, I'm going to go watch it.
Right,
it's always some multiple things. Then you seen it over here. Then you seen a commercial. Then it was on a halftime show.
A billboard.
So that's what they did with the Firefest. They got all those people to synchronize and post those orange squares at the same time.
Okay.
And when you're like, something's happening. Wait, something's happening. I seen another orange square. What is that? And now that's how you disrupt. That's very hard to do with social media. Yeah. It can be done, but it's very hard to do. And then you got to get them to leave off of Instagram or Twitter to go to whatever you need them to go and do something. And that's just hard. So the challenge is a lot of times, you know, Burger King have a social media team and they'll, the king, the Burger King he'll do a challenge. And really all that is just like awareness. Yeah. It's like, oh, maybe I'll go to Burger King today. You know, that works for them because they got Burger Kings all over the United States.
Really quick, T to the G is watching in the chat.
What up, TG?
He shouted you out, Dex.
Oh, the Tion Good?
Yeah. Mr. Good is in the chat.
Yeah. So social media, I'll be honest with you, social media is the thing. I feel like this is what social media is. You know those kit cars?
Yes.
Like you get like a Fiero or whatever and turn into a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something like that. Right.
Yeah, the Fiero into a Ferrari.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I hope everyone knows what I'm talking about. But it's like that's what social media is. It's like you look good, but you ain't going nowhere. You know, it ain't really. You know, you got a Fiero. You sit in a Fiero. It looked like a Lamborghini, and that's to me. People get this feedback like they're doing something because the filter's tight. They got the bottle of whatever over here, and they got a little. You know, I see people on the beach like they like Scarface or something. It's like you ain't Scarface. I know you're not. You in Puerto Rico for the weekend.
You're not really modeling.
Yeah, it's like fake, you know. And I feel like because the picture looks good, and you look at somebody's feed, and it's like, oh man, they stuff is popping. But like really, it's like, what's the next phase of your marketing funnle? Like what's after they like the picture? What do they have to do next for you to like make money or to be successful? So I can look. I can right now go buy 20,000 followers on Instagram. I can sign up for websites that'll send me every time I post something. It'll send me likes and views.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know about those things, but I feel like you've never done that though.
No, I'm just saying it. My whole point is that it don't mean nothing. But but money in the bank, you can't go buy that. It has to happen. You know what I'm saying? To me, the end result is how are you using social media to grow your business? You know, it's because yes, look, you can get a million followers or get a lot of likes and a lot of eyes on your stuff. And then you can figure out ways to monetize later. You know what I'm saying? Like you may not, for a whole year, you've been building up your social media presence. And then somebody comes to you and says, hey man, I got some ideas on how you can monetize all this attention you have. And then you could turn it into a business. So I'm not saying this is pointless, but for me, I need them ducats in my bank account.
You know, something that I've run into a lot is I'll meet, and again, from the bubble that is my life, I'll meet women that have tons of followers, like 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. It's easy. Sometimes 100,000, right? And then what happens in my case, I'll meet them and they get so, whereas at first it's like let me build my social media following and then I'll monetize. Once they get the following, these in particular women, once they get the following, it's like, okay, I've done what I needed to do. So then when I meet them and I'm like, yo, you haven't monetized yet? Like, you can monetize this. It's almost like they just brush it off. Like, it's going to just come to them. Yeah. And I'm like, it's not how this works. Because there's always somebody with more followers. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got to go get it. They're not going to just come to you, because if they're going to approach someone, they're not going to approach the chick with 50,000 followers. They're going to approach the chick with 100,000 followers, 1 million followers. So you got to go get it. Yeah. And you got to, one of the things that some of them don't understand is you got to start low. Yeah. You might not get money. You might just get some merch. Yeah. You know what I mean? You might just you
build a relationship.
Yeah. You might just get a discount. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might get a couple free things here and there. They might not give you $50,000. The hotel might not give you a free stay. They might just give you a discount. Yeah. But that's where you start.
I mean, you're right.
You develop those relationships.
You got to pitch. A lot of times with these companies, right? So say you got 50,000 followers, which is not that huge, but it's enough.
Really quick, DJ Raven said, buying followers is bullshit. Don't fall for the trap. Big facts.
Hey, I know some people currently who have purchased their whole social media presence. And
you and me both.
And they are winning.
Are they?
Yeah, because here's the thing. Everyone's blind. Everyone's posting.
True. Right.
Everyone on social media is the Jimmy Kimmel Show, is the whatever. Like they are. No one's a viewer.
Mm-hmm.
No one's a audience member. Everyone is the celebrity. So no one's paying attention to what's going on. I mean, there are very professional companies that will vet. You know, there's ways to see if your followers are fake and stuff like that and stuff like that. But everyone's jumping on the influencer marketing trend because it actually is the influencer marketing is the new emerging way for businesses to get their products out there, to get awareness about their products in a cheap way, which does help when we go back to that Chipotle, analogy I use where it's like, it took me like 7 times before I actually went for just to hear about it. Well, one of the strategies is, okay, we're going to pay a bunch of influencers to just have our products because we have marketing campaigns that are going to come in the next months. Yeah. So we want people to just be aware of our products, and then our marketing campaigns will take over. So instead of, and it's cheaper. So you want to start cheap, it's like sending in, when you go to war, it's like, okay, let's just send in the farmers first. They're going to die. They're going to get them tired. And then we're going to send in the real soldiers. So, I was saying something before, but I don't really. Oh, I know what I was saying. You're talking about they got to do the work. Okay, so a lot of these brands or companies, like just take a hotel. Okay, and I actually know somebody who did something like this. This is actually a true scenario. So they're trying to be a travel influencer, right? And they didn't do YouTube. They mainly did Instagram. Gotcha. So, short videos, pictures of them traveling the world. And they were basically was trying to get all their stuff for free, right, where they go. Okay. Yeah. And what they did is they pitched the place that they wanted to go. They said, look, I only have 50,000, followers, but I have really engaged followers because I treat my community just like you guys treat the people in, you're shouting out everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So her 50,000 followers was different from somebody else's, 250,000 that are just liking because your booty's fat, right? Yeah, right? But it's like her content, her posts were more, people were more engaged, writing longer comments, right? And most of the people that were following her, she did a really great job of actually trying to attract digital nomads, other people who wanted to travel. So her whole channel or her whole account was inspiration for people. Gotcha. So like they were trying to mimic what she was doing rather than just, I like your booty, right? Yeah, because I can't mimic. I like the picture, but I can't do nothing that you do. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right, yeah. So like nothing you're going to do is going to be a product for me to buy. Right. So she pitched them. She put together like a little proposal, sent it to them. And over time, she refined it based off feedback that she would get. And she was staying places for free, getting stuff, and then she would do her posts were really good and thoughtful and stuff like that. And she made them look better, made their rooms look better, made their resorts and stuff look better. And so, but she had to go get it. Just what you were saying. She had to approach them and tell them this is why you should use me. And when you see my 50,000 followers, this is really what you should see. It's this, and this. So
because they would never just go after her. I mean, most of these, especially places like that, they're already making money. Most of these travel destinations are already making money, and it's not like they're like, oh, what we should do? We should get these influencers, and they don't think like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But if you approach them, they're like, okay, listen, giving you a free room is a lot cheaper than paying for a commercial.
Exactly.
For sure. You know what I'm saying?
And exactly.
And that's what I try. Like the people that I talk to that have all these followers, I'm like, listen, if your followers are actual followers, your pictures are getting all these likes, those are eyeballs. Yeah. Giving you product is a lot cheaper than paying for a commercial.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about filming a commercial. Like, honestly, if I were to film a commercial for somebody, minimum, I'm charging them $3,000 to $5,000.
Yeah.
Just minimum, just out the gate. And that's for simple shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a lot cheaper for this hotel to give you a fucking room that costs them honestly nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They already got the room.
It probably wasn't even going to be booked that night anyway.
Exactly. Like I could tell you out on the island, I think Instagram just went down. Soon as Key signed up, Instagram went down. Soon as Key got in, but she'll come over to the she'll come over to Facebook. She always does. But Yeah, it's a lot. A lot of times those rooms ain't booked anyway,
Yeah.
so they could just put you in there. Some staff was probably going to stay there anyway. You know what I'm saying? So they can put you in that room, and then it costs them nothing. You know what I'm saying? But for you, you're getting something out of it, and then your followers get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe your followers will go book a room or something like that.
I got
David Miller said, "Become the asset." Big facts.
Heck yeah.
Big facts.
Become the asset. No, I went to Disney World with there's a couple. I go every year, so it's about past 6 years. We go to Disney World every year.
Okay.
We're like obsessed with Disney, and 3 years ago we stayed at this really nice resort, and this is back when the drones were super popular. So I took my drone down there, and I flew it over the resort.
Yeah.
And I only had I think I had like 10,000 followers on Instagram. And I did a little video, because I was trying to be like a YouTuber, like I was, like Casey Neistat, you know what I'm saying? And like I put together like a pretty little dope video, like just like where I was staying, because I was trying to brag, like this is where I'm staying. I'm flying over the golf course,
little humble brag,
And I remember I tagged them in the video, and they literally reached out to me.
Oh, that's cool.
Their social media team reached out to me and said, "Can we use this footage? Your next stay here is free." And we didn't stay there though, but I let them use the footage. And the reason we didn't stay there is because I was planning on wanting to stay there, but my wife was like, "No, I found this better place."
Ah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean that was not, again, that was just, I created something first, basically. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like I created something, and like they were just like, "We want this video." It was like high quality, and since it was for me, I was making it extra tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just let them use it. So
Cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I got to start doing it. I got to start reaching out to places to not sponsor the stream, but just get a little something out there. DJ Raven said, "Damn, that goes far." Yeah, it does. I mean, you can parlay it. We've talked about it on here before. You can build up a social media following, but if you don't parlay it into something else, then what are you really doing? I said that when they were talking about shutting down TikTok, and a lot of TikTokers were upset.
yeah,
And partially it was because a lot of them got so used to, because you can, if you have a following there, they'll start paying you.
Yeah.
Right. So they pay you per view.
yeah,
A lot of them got so used to making money for not doing anything, whether they were doing like the duets where they were watching somebody else's video and laughing at it,
yeah,
or whether they were doing like a dance that literally millions of other people were doing.
yeah,
You're not really creating. So they got so used to making money doing that. They built up a following, but they didn't parlay it.
yeah.
Unlike the Milo sisters, like they parlayed it into other shit. They're outside of TikTok now.
Yeah.
They still make TikTok content.
Yeah, but
they're on YouTube.
What's the chick that's in Dunkin' Donuts?
I think isn't that one of the D'Amelio sisters?
Yeah, I think I don't. All I know is that as soon as they was in Dunkin' Donuts, I had to take my daughter there to Dunkin' Donuts to get her a drink all the time. I mean, but see, that is when you partner with. That's more. See, okay, so to me, that if you're gonna go that route where you're trying to be like a personal brand, it is partnering with other bigger brands. Because they let them use their expertise in marketing and branding to just basically use you as a pawn to sell their products to your people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, since I'm selling products directly to people, I can't partner with nobody. It doesn't make sense for me. But for somebody like that, it makes. I almost touched that candle. I'm like, where is he coming from? My whole thing I'm confused about though is like I don't know how the women pretty much like. Maybe it's not porn. It's on Instagram, but it's like pretty much porn. Like just like the hot chicks that post on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know how they're really eating. Is it sugar daddies? Is it Cash App, transactions? Because here's the thing that I'm confused about, because a lot of guys are following them.
Right.
So it's like, okay, you can't sell me no clothes because I'm a guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your products have to be tailored towards the guys. Okay, so you start OnlyFans. Okay, well now OnlyFans is like flooded. It's flooded the market. Everyone got OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So it's like before when like a couple had OnlyFans, like, oh, so-and-so on OnlyFans, it's like, okay, that makes sense. But now it's like everyone has OnlyFans. I don't know. I don't know if they're parlaying it into just like like just like a wealthy person, a wealthy man? Like I don't know if that. I don't know.
So
I'm confused.
I know
about
I know
that.
a lot of people on OnlyFans, and so like one of our regulars here, Harlow. I call her Harlow Wonderland, but it's Harlow Wonderland. Obviously not her real name, but so don't go trying to fucking stalk her or nothing. But she's on OnlyFans, and she parlays it. She parlays it into a career. It's her career right now. She parlays it into other things. She also dances at a couple clubs, so she'll funnel her OnlyFans subscribers like to the clubs that she's at. Like she's smart about it.
So she's getting them off the platform.
Yeah. Exactly. I know other people that are on the platform that are on OnlyFans and aren't making the money that they feel like they should be making, but they're also not parlaying it like they should.
Mm-hmm.
Her content is great. Her content is quality. She's not just using the front-facing camera on her phone and setting it up with a filthy-ass fucking bedroom in the background. Like, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. I know I got a lot of friends that do OnlyFans, and they've asked me to color grade some of their content.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, first of all, this is trash. You know, why is it fucking portrait mode? Why is it up and down? There's no app. There's no OnlyFans app. So a lot of people that are watching OnlyFans are doing it from their computer.
Yeah.
Your computer isn't this way. You know what I mean? Your computer is widescreen. So why are you filming it that way? Why are you filming with your front-facing camera? You know, a lot of them is it's just a quick buck.
Mm-hmm.
Just I need to make this money right now and do what I got to do. Then you could tell the ones that are like, this is a career and I take this seriously and I'm trying to build it and I'm trying to move it into other things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, she definitely gets people off the app for sure. Or she'll get them into other apps. She'll get them from OnlyFans. She'll get them from like Snapchat. Like she has a Snapchat premium. She'll get them from there over to OnlyFans. From OnlyFans over to the fucking strip club. She'll get them to Amazon to fucking buy them shit. Yeah, like she parlays it. Like she's a legit businesswoman. You know what I mean? And I try to, all of the other people that I know on OnlyFans, I try to get them into that same mentality of being a business owner.
Yeah.
You are now a brand. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you have to reinvest in yourself.
And you also got to realize that the market is going to be flooded soon because the barrier to entry is very low. So the more people that know about the strategy are going to flood the market with subpar content, and then there's going to be a sea of noise.
Yeah, I feel like that's currently happening right now.
Oh yeah, So I just feel like, you know, even with YouTube, you know, everyone at this point wants to be a YouTuber. Both my daughters want to be YouTubers. So it's just like, okay, so by the time y'all really trying to be YouTubers, it's like
it's gonna be billions.
Yeah, it's like, you know, so
or it might go back down, and then there'll be the ones that we bring it back up.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. I feel like on YouTube
Probably
right now.
too many, but
I feel like on YouTube right now, it is flooded, but the cream is rising to the top.
Yeah,
like we're at the point on YouTube that it got flooded. Yeah, you know, everyone's on there, but then you can tell the people that take it seriously and are really putting the work in, and they're starting to rise to the top. I feel like we're getting away from, and I can only speak for YouTube. We're getting away from this person is just attractive, so I'm going to watch their content and subscribe to them, even though they're not really putting out anything that's of any interest to anyone. It's still and it's different sectors, right? So like, let's say the podcast sector. For a while, it was, oh, these people are hot, so I'm going to watch this podcast.
Yeah.
But then it comes to a point to where like you're like, yo, they ain't talking about shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people. Like Logan Paul, right? He says he has the #1 podcast on YouTube when he doesn't. That's actually Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you look at the metrics, it's like Joe Rogan, 10 other people,
and then
him. Like he's like down here. He's not. I think they said he was like number 71 or something like that.
Yeah.
So, but you know, he's attractive. A lot of people wanted to watch him. He actually has a decent podcast.
Yeah.
He's a much different person on his podcast than he is on his vlog and stuff like that. It's a decent podcast.
He did that Road to Redemption you're talking about.
Yeah. And then you have people that, you know, are just models, or like there's a lot of like porn stars that are doing podcasts now, and they're hot garbage.
Yeah.
They're hot trash.
Yeah.
Like it's just trash podcasts. There are some podcasts that, you know, are in the adult industry that are decent, but then there's a lot that's just trash, and people are just watching it, and then they're like, oh, this is trash. I'm not going to watch this anymore.
Yeah.
So YouTube is starting to get to the point that you have to be more than just a pretty face. You gotta like all the van life videos. So for a while, it was just a bunch of pretty people out there living van life, and then people started calling them out like, "Yo, y'all stay at hotels when y'all go to these fucking cities.
Y'all look too beautiful out here."
Right? You know what I mean? Like people started popping up with pictures of them checking in the hotels and shit. Like y'all ain't really out here doing this. You know what I mean? Like I live in a van.
Yeah.
You know, chicks would be like, "Yo, I live in a van. My legs look like the fucking woolly mammoth. There's no way you're out here living in this fucking van." You know, so they had to, they had to step up and actually be out here living this life because you'll get called out. The same thing with like vlogging. Like people will call you out now. Like, look, dude, your life ain't that good.
Yeah.
I just saw you at the fucking get-go trying to buy, some 2-for-1 snacks and shit. You ain't really out here living like that. Quit being fake.
I get $5 on pump 2.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A car's a rental. What are you talking about?
That's not even gonna get you a gallon, bro.
Right. I feel like a lot of right now we're at the point that the cream is starting to rise to the top. No, Julie said I met a chick once who was a financial dominatrix. It's insane how many different avenues they have out there now. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's a weird one. A financial dominatrix, basically just
she spend your money or something. What's she doing?
Pretty much just makes you give her money and she degrades you. God, if I'm not mistaken. The fuck. I mean,
look.
Right.
Listen, get it how you live.
Yeah, but look, that's why I tell people that like, it doesn't matter how ugly you are, how pretty you are. Doesn't matter what you're into or what business you want to start or where you want to go in your life or how you want to earn a living. There's always going to be somebody who's into it that you can sell. Right. You can sell
no matter what.
No matter what.
I in college I wrote a paper. It was in psychology. I wrote a paper and I interviewed. I think I did 50 to 100 men and like 100 women, right? And what I found was with the women, and this is just the ones that I talked to, but it was like different shades and sizes of the same thing. Like they all kind of liked the same thing. Now this is at that time. Most of them liked a guy with like nice shoulders, a nice build, you know what I mean? Nothing crazy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, like chiseled jawline, so on and so forth. Add hair, take hair away, change the hair color in different shades. You know what I mean? Dark skin, light skin, white but tanned, black but light skin. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I interviewed the men, I got 100 different things.
Yeah.
It was like skinny, fat, medium, tall, short, one leg, an amputee, one arm, blind, deaf. Like there was guys that were like, "Yo, I like deaf chicks." There was a dude that he specifically dated deaf women, and I was like, "Is this a?" He's like, "He's sexually. It's like a sexual attraction. That's what he was attracted to." I was like, "All right, cool, man. Listen, we don't yuck yums around here."
Yeah.
But it was like 100 different things. You know what I mean? And I always tell women like, listen, when you're not feeling beautiful, no matter what it is that you don't like, there's somebody who's into that.
Oh yeah.
Like now you need to feel beautiful for you.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do so you feel beautiful for you, but realize that there is somebody out there that is yumming your yuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's somebody who is into it. You know what I'm saying? That kind of leads me to our next topic, or our last topic, just really quick, about maintaining a level of physical health. Have you seen, and I don't want to laugh at it, but Joe Rogan was laughing at it, and Tom Segura was laughing at it. Have you seen the Tom Segura video?
No, but I'm aware of it. I seen the thumbnail.
I watched it only because it was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and I was like, I'm never watching this again. Have you seen it, Pun?
Mm-mm.
So Tom Segura decided
I know who Tom Segura is.
So he decided he was going to try to slam dunk a ball.
Oh, boy.
Right?
Yeah.
And people, listen, this is not body shaming. All right?
Yeah, it's not.
Here's the thing. If you are a bigger person, cool. And if you are happy with that, cool. But you need to understand that there's going to be things that your body isn't capable of until you train it to do those things.
For sure.
You know what I mean? He decided he was going to try to slam dunk a ball. My man went to run up to the goal. Blew his knee out. When he went to jump, like when he went to like step up, blew his knee out, which in turn made him fall and blew his arm out, like bent it backwards. Oh. So he's just on the ground looking like a crippled turtle, dude.
Yeah.
Like bro, the video is just painful. I don't even want to show it.
I can't. I'm glad I didn't watch
Listen,
it.
if you people out there want to see it, just go to YouTube and put in Tom Segura slam dunk.
Yeah.
And it's right there. Bro, it is so painful looking, like fuck. And Joe Rogan said, like, this is why you need to maintain a level of physical health if you are going to be trying to do these things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck are you out there trying to do this athletic shit if you've never done athletic shit?
Yeah.
And it brings me, like, I've seen a video of this lady trying to drop in on a skateboard, right? Little bit heavier of a lady, probably never ridden a skateboard before. She goes to drop in, the board shoots out, and she fucking snaps her leg. And it's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, like
Listen.
Like there are professionals who can't do that.
Exactly.
It takes them time to do that. And you're just
and being body positive doesn't mean that you could just go out here and do all these physical things that everybody's doing.
Yeah.
You can still be body positive and not try to slam dunk a basketball or not try to fucking ride a skateboard unless you learn to do said things. You know what I mean? My thing is, don't be out here trying to do this physical stuff unless you get your body to the point that you can do it. Now, that doesn't always mean losing weight.
No.
But I know some B-boys that are big as fuck and are dope as shit. Like super dope. Their body can do it. They've trained to do it. They didn't have to lose weight. They trained to do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Tom Segura can get to the point to where he can run up and try to slam dunk a basketball or at least do a layup. He didn't leave the floor. Like he didn't leave. Not only did he not leave the floor, but when he tried to leave the floor jumped up and was like, not today. Not today, homie. This ain't happening.
I bet you he probably hasn't jumped in so long.
Definitely.
Because his knee was like, I can't push all that up. And it was like,
his knee was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And he's older.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna heal as quick. And there's like nerve damage now in his arm. Yeah, it's bad, dude. It's bad. And the thing is, the only reason it was filmed is because it was for a show. So it was for some show that they were about to do. So there was like a whole ass camera crew there. There's multiple angles of this thing and slow motion. Like that's fuck, man.
I'm glad I didn't click on that video.
Bro, yeah, be thankful. I was watching it and it was Joe Rogan talking to another comic and they were talking about it and he showed the video and I was like, fuck, and you hear it. I was like, fuck. I hate seeing stuff like that. Oh, Ducky's leaving us. Good night there, Ducky. Homework guy said, I have to maintain shape for my job, but quarantine made that hard to maintain. Big facts. But you ain't out here trying to slam dunk balls. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like that was a big mistake for him.
Yeah.
Look, you guys,
Unless,
do you play basketball?
I've never played basketball. I'm not.
Okay.
I can't play basketball. Save my life, fam.
Well, because I had rented out a gym in Strongsville and had like 20 of my friends. We had a little private session.
Oh, okay.
And it was because of that. Everyone was talking about how, because I'm like the organizer, you know. So everyone was like, man, this COVID got me. Like, I haven't played basketball like so long. And like, because of like, you know, no sunlight and people not moving and active. It's like everybody's, because my body was like doing weird stuff. That's why I had to start working out and doing like yoga just to keep my body stretched and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it felt good, man, to be out there, you know, playing basketball. I mean, I was winded. I was struggling, but, you know, nobody blew their knees out.
Yeah, you definitely don't want that happen.
I wasn't trying to push myself either because, you know, I haven't played since probably like the beginning of COVID before they started shutting down everything. Like, it's been a minute, and like going out there and just like I play with my daughter. You know, that's different.
Yeah,
she's 11.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm out there playing with I'm playing with grown men.
Right. Yeah,
your daughter's not trying to post you up.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, she might be, but it ain't working out.
Yeah, they ain't working out too smooth. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he was thinking.
How do you think he could have been doing it for comedic purposes? He just didn't know it was going to go that bad?
I absolutely think he was doing it for comedic purposes, but you got to know your body.
No,
you
for
know
sure,
what I mean?
yeah.
I feel like him doing that is a complete lack of respect for his own body.
Yeah.
It could be one of two things, right? It could have just been a fluke. Could have just been a random fluke, blew his knee out. It happens. People do it all the time. There's people that blow their knee out walking. I got a friend that like pulled his hamstring walking up some stairs. You know what I mean? Or snapped his hamstring walking up some stairs. So it can happen. Or he had complete disregard for the shape that he was in and wasn't. So him and Joe and the Machine, fucking Bert Kreiser.
Yeah.
They all do this thing like once a year where they see like who can lose the most weight, you know, who can get in the best shape. And it seems like he didn't maintain that, because if you're maintaining the shape,
then
things like that are less likely to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like now you got a blown out knee, you got a fucking arm that's busted up, you got nerve damage in it, all for what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, you don't have, he knows he doesn't have hops to slam dunk a fucking ball. Why are you even trying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you wasn't getting
unless
up there.
there was like which obviously there wasn't, unless it was like off a trampoline or something.
Yeah, no, there wasn't a
But
trampoline.
no, not if you blew your knee out.
Oh man, I feel like that would have been worse.
That could have that could have been worse.
I feel like that would have been worse.
He'd have a better chance of dunking the ball though.
Yeah. Well, you know what? On a trampoline, he would have been jumping from both legs. I think it might not have been worse.
True.
He might have landed and it would have got bad. But
yeah,
that was just, I was like, fuck, man. Like, what are you thinking? Why is your team letting you do this? You know what I mean? Like, dude, you got money. Why don't you have somebody that's there that's like, hey, man.
It's not a good idea. Yeah, you know, this might not be a good idea.
Yeah, this might not be the move. You might want to sit this one out.
And then when it happens, like, I'm still getting paid to be your advisor, right?
Right.
Even though you didn't take my advice. Okay, cool. Just so we.
Dude, there's things that I don't try now, because it's like, why would I do that?
Skateboarding.
Yeah. I mean, I skate.
I used to, and I was a good skater.
Yeah.
I ain't getting on no skateboard.
I'll get on it, but I'm not trying anything crazy. You know what I mean? I ain't doing nothing but I'm not doing no fucking 10-stair rail or anything like that, because I'm not at that point. I would have to build up to that. Like I feel like I could do it, but it's going to take me a while to get to that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't want to go through the process of getting to that point. It's just like BMX for me, right? I ride BMX because I love BMX. I'm not doing anything crazy. I still fall, but I'm not doing anything super crazy. Could I do it? Yeah, if I build up to it. I'm not going to just roll up on a fucking 10-stair rail and hop on there like it's nothing. That's how you end up in the fucking hospital, like fucking Tom. You know what I mean? Like I'm definitely not trying to be that person. You gotta know your limits. One of the things you have to do is know your limits. And there's nothing wrong with pushing your limits, but you got to know where that limit is.
Yeah.
So that you can gradually go beyond that.
Yeah.
And I feel like he just said, fuck these limits. I'm about to just try to do this. And that's not the way, man. That is not the way. Raven said, look, I'll step up with snowboarding and skating. The only problem is I can't do it on rollerblade. Oh, he said, I'll still keep up with snowboarding and skating. The only problem is I can't do it on rollerblades. Oh, man. It is almost that time. I think it is that time, actually. Yeah, it's that time for us to hit the old dusty, good old dusty trails. Oh, Dexitron, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming in.
Anytime.
And wouldn't you know it, Miss Amber Dawn just signed in. Amber, you are so late. But don't worry, we're going live again right after this when Cam gets here for the sports show. We're going to do a little sports stream. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this edition of Plus One, the #1 guest talk show on my block. I've been your host, Mr. Tiger Donaldo. And with me, as always, is the one and only Mr. Pun Fu Panda. Pun, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And right next to him is the one and only Mr. Dexitron. Dex, really appreciate it, man.
Hey, I love being here.
It's a lovely show, as always.
We learn stuff when everybody's on.
We learn a lot when he's on.
It's no joke. Like,
whenever he shows up, he bombards us with so much information.
Especially me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I learn something when everybody's on. But when he's on,
whew, for sure. Pun, why don't you go ahead and tell them how they can get in touch with you?
On Instagram and Snapchat at PunFuPanda, and on Facebook, Pun Capasa.
And Mr. Dexitron, how can they reach you, sir?
On Instagram, you can hit me at JW Reed.
And if you want to get in touch with me, you can reach me at Tiger39. That's THAIGER 39. And you can reach me on Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, all the social media platforms. As a matter of fact, anywhere that the media is of the social variety,
and where there's a handle,
you can reach me at Tiger39. Once again, I've been Tiger. This has been Mr. Pun Fu. That has been Mr. Dexitron. We are the Two Endangered Mammals, and we are signing out. Peace.